You're locked on The Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville, San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the Spurs got their first win of the finals, holding off the Knicks last night, 115-111. The Spurs snapped the Knicks' 13-game playoff win streak. Wemby had 32 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 blocks, to lead the way, while Steph Castle added 23. In college football news, a crazy story. Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby has been granted a temporary injunction by a Lubbock, Texas retired judge, clearing him to play for the season despite being declared ineligible by the NCAA for wagering on college sports up to $90,000 by his own admission. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody! Whoop, whoop! Happy Tuesday.
Is everybody still on military? Stuck at the light at Roosevelt? Are they all there?
Oh, my. Party. We should have just played the Friday song because we're partying, yeah.
Woo!
I know the Whataburger's packed.
Spurs win.
Yeah.
Puro pinching Spurs.
That's right.
I have never had a more fulfilling win. I've had equal. I mean, beating Miami might not ever be matched. But last night was one of the most satisfying wins of my long and illustrious Spurs fandom.
Yeah, that was a great win. And I mean, obviously, we could talk we talked all day yesterday about how needed that win was. Spurs win 115-111 in a game that was an emotional roller coaster. If you were a fan, first of all, what a start for the Spurs again. They continue to be the best first quarter team on the planet.
Start fast and let them catch up.
What a
mantra!
What a horrific second quarter that they played.
There's always a run. Thank God they stopped that one because how do you end up after that start 7 points down? Honest to
unreal.
God, I thought I wasn't quite at Barkley level despair or anger or confidence. However you want to go there, but I can certainly understand why people were standing on that platform because it did not feel good at all.
No. And the real Wemby stood up and had himself a game.
You know, the best Wemby is the villain Wemby. And we're going to have to get used to that.
We may have to.
We're going to have to get used to a petulant, flagrant kind of personality that's going to do some sort of lash out in anger. But whatever that is, it brings out the attitude that we want from him the rest of the time.
The Spurs have to get a goon. Or Wemby better learn how to fight.
Yeah.
Because he is a habitual line stepper.
He is.
And he is going to step on the line one of these days, and it's going to go wrong for him.
Yeah.
Now, one thing, if you're going to do it, if you're going to be a giant who probably can't really defend himself against other giants, the best thing to do is just bully the tiny people.
Well, just bully. Well, the thing is, he came out with the intent like you're not gonna take advantage of it, and that anger factor. Yeah, we need to dial that in, but I don't think any coach in the world was mad at the output.
No,
I mean this is the kind of attitude you want. Now you got to temper action with wisdom, but for the most part, dude, it was an extraordinary kind of butterfly from a snail or from a caterpillar moment where he became this dude that everything we complained about, like, dude, you're passive and you're doing this and you're doing that. No, last night was the opposite. This was aggressive Wemby. Now, it wasn't entirely wisdom-filled performance, but I'll take that every night of the week. If it means one technical foul, dude, I'm down. You can take every 6 game off with all the extra technicals you're picking up, but for those that you're in, man, woo.
And I don't know if, I mean, is this the first time we've had a game in a while where we can not point the finger at someone who played like crap last night? Nope. I feel like everybody played their part. I mean, no, there were guys who didn't have their best games. Dylan and De'Aaron didn't have a great shooting game, but they did everything else right.
I thought their 3-guard performance to close the game out was spectacular. Hats off to Mitch for playing that lineup and still getting rebounds. He told him, if we're going to play, all 3 of you guys are playing, 2 of you guys have to be touching the rim when the ball goes up. We need rebounds. And those dudes rebounded like animals last night.
And a night where they had the Spurs had 28 assists and 8 turnovers.
Master class in road win basketball.
Yeah.
Master class.
Castle, Fox, and Harper combined for 4 turnovers on the night. That is what you need from your guards. A very, very strong performance. Again, Fox and Harper, not the best shooting night, but Fox hit the shot when they needed it the most.
Both of them had Brunson-esque nights. Both of them, when the shots had to be made, both of them made the shot.
Yep. I thought a phenomenal performance by really the entirety of the squad. I thought that everybody played their parts.
Yep. And if you didn't, there was a moment in the second half where Dylan Harper had the ball on the left side and threw it to Keldon Johnson, who was in. And Keldon was being guarded by Jalen Brunson. Keldon took a dribble and passed it back to Dylan Harper. And Dylan looked at Keldon like, what are you doing, boy? Go attack the mouse. And Dylan gave it back to Keldon. Keldon didn't make the shot, but he drew the foul.
Yeah.
But at that moment, my concern
if Keldon drew a foul, it means he missed his free throw.
Well, he did miss the free throw. But he did. But you know what? The attack was there. But
yeah.
It took the rookie to tell the old vet, get your confidence back. Go get this. Don't give it up. And that was a rookie that gave him the ball back and dared him. Look, man, you're the 6th man of the year. Go be the 6th man. Again, he missed the shot and missed a free throw, but he attacked. And at that moment, let me tell you, the Dylan Harper, De'Aaron Fox thing, the combination, it's getting real close, bro. I know he didn't shoot well, but when things were going at their best last night, minus the biggest shot of the game, which De'Aaron Fox made, and I'm not taking anything away from De'Aaron, but Dylan is high-level intelligent, like ridiculously high-level intelligence on a basketball court, the likes of which I don't think I've ever seen from a rookie.
Yeah, it was an impressive showing. As for the Knicks, another very inefficient game. I mean, it's 32 points for Jalen Brunson, but that is not the recipe to 32 points that the Knicks want Jalen Brunson to take. Mikal Bridges, no shows, and
luckily OG did not.
No, OG Anunoby and Josh Hart carried this team. I was shocked and confused, and I forget who was on the who was it on the halftime show that was saying, I think it was Chuck, they got to give Karl Anthony Towns the ball more every time he gets it. He scores. It's like the Knicks decided we don't want Karl Anthony Towns to participate.
I don't know, because it wasn't obvious. I don't think it was a defensive adjustment that threw Brunson off or threw off their ability to get the ball to Karl Anthony. And I don't think it was an inability for Karl to get open. I just think he kind of got froze out by a dude. Mamba mentality, I think in some instances is a justification to just keep freaking shooting, bro.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Jalen? What are you doing?
It was he was Landry Shamet was awful.
Well, I mean, that's probably regressing back to the mean for him. But I put this fully on the MVP Brunson. He had a terrible night. Terrible.
I thought so too.
31 points. It's such it's lipstick on a pig. And it's kind of like the 29 points in game 2 from Victor. You go, well, look at the numbers.
Yeah, no, it's not real.
You were a detriment. You were a net negative. And Brunson was a net negative offensively.
I thought so too. Quite frankly, I mean, outside of OG, who he was phenomenal.
Dude, that 3 in the corner through that little envelope opening was. I kept telling my wife, it's just me and her watching the game. if we score here, we win. And we had 3 opportunities to close it down, and we couldn't. So even at the very end, when Anunoby hit that shot, and we had 2 chances prior to that to put it to 5. Put it to 5, we'll win this thing. And Anunoby hit that shot. I thought, well, here's the garden right here. MSG just got us.
And Josh Hart, who I think is just, I think he's so good.
He's underpaid, I can tell you that.
He had a great game last night. Probably the other guy who showed up for the Knicks was San Antonio's own Jordan Clarkson. Hit a couple huge shots.
I love a dude with absolutely no conscience.
He's never
Jordan
had it.
Has no conscience at all.
He has never. He's if he's got the ball, okay,
pulling the trigger, bro.
I got it. Yeah, you talk about don't hesitate. He's like the king of that. But yeah, this was another classic game. We've had 3 fantastic finals games, quite frankly. All of them coming down to the wire. It was good for the Spurs to get one and really kind of steal the momentum. Is what it felt like last night. And like you said, the building got so quiet at the end.
Crickets, man. When you can hear Mitch Johnson calling out the defense.
Yes.
Gives me chills, man.
Yeah. So far from a perfect performance by the Spurs, but certainly the best one they've had in this series. And you walk away with a dub. That's the most important thing. And again, hopefully they're carrying some momentum going forward on this.
I hope Dylan had a beer last night. I hope our young kids got a permission slip from the coaches and were allowed to have an alcoholic beverage to celebrate this.
I'm not sure.
I hope that I hope it wasn't just like that apple cider wine.
I don't know. All I know is Grandpa De'Aaron came out and grabbed Wemby and said, "Hey man, it's midnight. We gotta go.
We got to go." Dude, I got
okay,
stuff.
Unc. Dude, just won a finals game. He's like, no, we got to go. It's midnight, Bubba.
That was so funny. We got to go.
I like that. Yeah, lots to break down on this Spurs-Knicks Game 3. San Antonio back in the series. We'll be talking about it a lot today. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are in good shape on 35 southbound Thousand Oaks to Randolph. That's road work. It's in the right lane. 7-8 minutes as you stop and go from Olympia Parkway. On 35 northbound Randolph up to Wheatner, that's a 5-minute ride. Slow from Wollaston. Start moving over to your left side. That right lane closed. And I-10 upper level westbound Frio to Culebra. That's road work, just the left lane open. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, do call us on the traffic tip line so we can check it out. And that number is 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by RockAuto.com.
Oh, that grinding and squealing. What are you going to do about that?
Time for new brakes. The chain store never has what I need.
No worries. Go to RockAuto.com for name brands at lower prices.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
I've taken up candle making.
Nigel, the whole office smells like wet dog and gym socks.
My nose is highly refined.
Folks, if your home smells a little off, it might be your AC. Portamoon's Breathe Easy package pulls and deep cleans your blower motor, blower wheel, and housing, cleans your coil in place, disinfects the inside of your AC cabinet, and installs a UV light to help zap bacteria and other nasties hiding in your unit. All for just $6.95.
Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 210-651-5899. License number TACLA 1410774EM16004.
Snapshot from Progressive wasn't created for just anybody. Oh no, we made it for you, gradual breakers. You keep your eyes on the road, so you've seen it all. As long as it all happened directly in front of you, like a Swedish masseuse, your foot knows exactly the right amount of pressure to apply to the brake. That's why your passengers feel totally relaxed with you behind the wheel and occasionally super sleepy. With Snapshot, safe drivers like you get personalized rates based on your driving habits. Sign up today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
Are you really that different than the rest of us?
We are. As a fiduciary, we always focus on what's best for our clients.
What services do you offer besides investing?
We have a team of specialists in financial planning, estate planning, and more.
Your clients rely on you for all that?
Yes, we ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Okay, but you still sell commission-based products, right?
No, because we believe that's a conflict of interest. We prioritize service over sales goals.
So, then how do your fees work?
We have a simple and transparent fee that's a percentage of our clients' portfolios. So we do better when our clients do better.
Wow. We're more different than I thought.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
As a fitness coach, my active psoriatic arthritis can slow me down. With Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, I'm treating my skin and joint symptoms so I can keep moving. Skyrizi, a prescription-only injection for adults, helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And for those who have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible. With Skyrizi, there's no daily dosing. It's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
My name is John. I could not lose the weight I needed to. The Institute for Functional Health Wellness program was the answer. It included a great deal of testing, supplements, and weekly face-to-face doctor visits. I finally had the accountability I needed. I am now 50 pounds lighter. I no longer have pain in my elbow, back, and hips. I have more energy and just feel and look so much better.
Call for your complimentary consultation, 210-468-1891. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health.
Attention soccer fans. House of Cards and Collectibles on Vance Jackson has the 2026 Panini Prism FIFA Soccer Card Packs in stock. Pull cards from Mbappe, Messi, Kane, Bellingham, and many more. Find autographs and serial numbered cards randomly inserted. House of Cards and Collectibles also has FIFA World Cup sticker albums and packs. Come in today before they're all gone. House of Cards and Collectibles at 2105 Vance Jackson Road.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQ Bar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 9 plant protein bars, 8 hydration mixes, and 4 mushroom coffee sticks. And now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
You're locked on The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Yeah. Good morning, folks. A lot better spirits today.
Do we have any in-bed coverage from Military Drive? I feel like we need to start sending down like a UN kind of like protected military flanked.
No, we should send Edwin down.
Send Edwin down, our
to
in-bed
interview
reporter.
people.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like the party was right on the edge.
What about all the fans in New York getting beat up?
Dude, have you seen that? Did you see that one video of the dude in the Ginobili jersey getting chased down the street?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, the Spurs fans were getting beat up?
Oh, man, yeah. Well, I have a sense you probably brought it on yourself. I mean, by saying something.
Yeah.
But
either
I
that
also
or just be being there, yeah.
Back in 2005, I was working across the street, and I was in Detroit. And we had just beaten Detroit in Game 5. And I had to watch and cover the game from like the very top of the building. And then when the game was over, I would have to go down to the court to sit on the court to do the post-game show. Well, I was wearing Spurs attire after this Game 5, and I had to swim down against the stream, as I had to go down when people were coming up to get to where I needed to be. And I was having beer thrown at me. People were like, it was a riot. So sometimes just having that jersey on is too much.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's...
Ooh.
It all depends on where you're at, too, because Detroit, Tigers fans and Lions fans are very peaceable people.
Well,
Pistons fan is not a peaceable person.
They were angry. The sea was angry that day, my friends. So, you're a brave dude. I get your fandom. Just wear a jacket, brother, and get out.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you win the game, you want to stay on the court and get off the court, bro.
Yeah.
Go get in the locker room. Celebrate in there.
There's a time and a place. But no, I mean, first of all, there's really no excuse for any violence. We don't condone it.
I think that no, ever. But given the way the Spurs won, because they did play the bully last night. They did. There's no getting around it. To have it work, it was, given the circumstance, a remarkable kind of mix of things that I did not expect to happen. Of all the ways the Spurs were going to win, I didn't think they'd win it like that.
I didn't really either. I would not have put them in the we're gonna punk you out.
We're gonna thug you, and we're gonna push you, and we're gonna do all the things that have been done to us. They're kind of externalizing what OKC had done to them in a couple of games. Where, dude, don't play that kind of role too long or too often, or you start playing 5-on-6, and the sixth is the social media storm that starts hitting you as the bully and the foul givers. So. I appreciate how they did it, but you got to be real careful. You're going to pick up a rep because I think Steph Castle is picking up a rep.
Steph is the most egregious of the Spurs when it comes to bullying, and Steph also has a little bit of the Tim Duncan, like when he's never committed a foul, even when it's pretty blatant enough. Like when he trucked Jalen Brunson last night.
He absolutely blasted.
First of all, he's probably going to get fined for that.
I think
guess.
There's probably a few fines coming.
Wemby's probably going to get a fine too.
They might. I don't know if you can add a flagrant. You can add a foul, but that replay was egregious. He's going. Price will be paid.
The Wemby or the
Wemby push that was just absolutely missed. Hey, I'm not mad at you. That was the plan. Go do it. Just don't get thrown out, because I do think there was some intent to this. I do think they were kind of riled up in the locker room. Go out and be men. And they executed it, and it worked. So you just got to be real careful. You pick up a rep, and then you no longer get the benefit of the doubt, as you were, I think, in the past sometimes because you were kids.
Well, especially with an angry New York mob crowd behind the refs. When Wemby pushed Spike Lee, or when Wemby pushed Brunson in the back of the neck, Spike Lee jumped up, and he was losing his mind.
Oh, they were, man. If I was them, I would be too.
Of course.
I was in the building when the Spurs and Phoenix, the riot that ended up guys getting seatbelted and thrown out. And the Spurs went in with the attitude there way back when, too. Like, I dare you. And if you want to, we might lose the fight. We might even lose the game, but we'll walk out with our chins up. And that's kind of how the Spurs were. We might end up in a fight, but we're going to walk out as men.
Yeah.
You're not going to take us out.
Yeah, I was surprised the Spurs played that type of game, but I think it was needed. I think they needed to do it, and kudos to them for doing it. Again, I think it's going to hit them both in the pocketbook today. And I'll be honest, I couldn't believe, and I think with the Wemby one, I don't know that they saw it at the time.
I don't think he did. There's no way you let that go.
But
I mean, there really isn't. But
the Castle one, they saw it, they called the foul, they reviewed it, and if that's not a flagrant, I'm not sure what is.
You're talking about when they were both moving. I think it was it was a hard foul.
I'm talking about when Castle took like a running start and just bowled through him along the baseline,
going to get the rebound.
Yeah, no, there wasn't even it wasn't even a shot up yet.
I mean, he was crashing the board and using that as an excuse. Yeah, he popped him.
That's
like the second or third time that a player has done that.
Yeah,
I mean, didn't Carter Bryant take him out earlier?
Yep.
So that tells me that's the plan.
Well, one thing I give Brunson a lot of credit for being the smallest guy on the floor. He ain't scared.
Oh, he's tough. Man.
He is a tough dude, and he gets back up in your face. Like Wemby shoved him and Jalen tried to get in his face. He got in his belly button, and
he probably would have gotten the call. I mean, he probably would have been called for something if he had, because the ref, I don't think, saw anything about it. And I do think there's some intent there. Yeah, you want to be tough, we're going to body you. Eventually, it might wear you down, because the volume shooting from Brunson, some of it, especially last night, felt like a little bit, all right, it's you and me kind of shots.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be the hero now if you're going to body me like that. And it didn't work.
He had some amazing shots. Don't get me wrong. That shot where he got the and one where it was like Wasn't even looking at the basket.
Several ridiculous shots, but he did it on, it was the volume that killed them.
Yeah. Yep. So, again, they did a great job on Brunson being physical with him. You got to make sure you're careful because I imagine there's going to be a lot tighter whistle with stuff like that. And I'm talking about like technical whistles coming out next game because they're not going to. I mean, it's just like the after Wemby elbowed Naz Reid, they said, okay, we got to get this thing under control.
And I expect a Tony Brothers-esque game, but I don't think the Spurs are going to be any less physical. They're going to have to do this to win.
I don't disagree.
You know what I mean? So I think you're going to take your poison and hope you can do exactly what you did last night. Survive all that, make the shots that matter, and bring 7 dudes in double figures and dare them to find where the one guy to stop. And that's how they did it last night. Team effort.
I also kind of think that the Knicks get caught up like in the emotions of it. Like Brunson, when he was getting bullied, he wants to get it back himself.
I think that's very astute, and that's why they're doing that to him because they see that penchant in him. He wants to. His way of fighting back is dominating the ball. The Mamba mentality. Come back for more. Hey, brother, keep shooting. As long as you're missing them, we're happy.
And Karl Anthony Towns was like, "Hey, man, I'm here."
Well, that's going to be the change. If you're Mike Brown, you cannot go into Game 4 and have your best player be so underutilized. It's just it's criminal. You can't. You have
the guy who was the best player on the floor in Game 1 and 2 was taken out of the game, but not by the Spurs. He was taken out of the game by Jalen Brunson.
I'm gonna give the Spurs a little bit of credit, but no, I agree. I think Brunson played a lot of hero ball. I think he felt like he had to come and match the intensity with shooting, and it didn't work. That Mamba mentality sometimes, to the detriment of whatever happened, doesn't matter. I keep grinding. Sometimes you have to realize your place in the world, and it wasn't his night. Although, again, every fourth shot was miraculous. Yeah. I mean, he made plenty of them to make it matter. But at the end of the night, his volume will be the reason in the tape session that they lost. Like, dude, you missed open dudes.
All right, we'll keep this conversation rolling. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are in good shape on 35 southbound Thousand Oaks to Randolph. That's road work. It's in the right lane. 7-8 minutes has you stop and go from Olympia Parkway. On 35 northbound Randolph up to Weidner, that's a 5-minute ride. So from Wallaston, start moving over to your left side. That right lane closed. And I-10 upper level westbound Frio to Culebra. That's road work, just the left lane open. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, do call us on the traffic tip line so we can check it out. And that number is 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by RockAuto.com.
Oh, that grinding and squealing. What are you going to do about that?
Time for new brakes. The chain store never has what I need.
No worries. Go to RockAuto.com for name brands at lower prices.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinigle here for Window Nation. You know, it is June. Summer is here along with those hot summer days, and that means constant AC use and high energy bills. It is time to upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy-efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Sale ends soon, so visit Window windowNation.com to book that consultation.
This is Officer Green with the San Antonio Police Department. SAPD is always hiring. Are you interested in a rewarding career that offers great pay, benefits, respect, and a chance to make a difference? Then visit sapdcareers.com if you are looking for a career with opportunities. The SAPD is looking for qualified applicants committed to keeping the Alamo City safe. This is your chance to make a difference. Become one of San Antonio's finest. Visit sapdcareers.com. For eligibility requirements, visit sapdcareers.com.
Progressive knows that boat days can come with unexpected problems.
It's been a tough Saturday on the lake. I ordered swim trunks in this orange cream color, but it's actually more orange auburn. Oh, and it's swimwear. I probably can't even return these.
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive, so you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in D.C.
Did you really think Pure Talk was just going to sit back and watch America turn 250 years old without doing something awesome to celebrate? Of course not. That's why they're raising $250,000 for America's Warrior Partnership by the end of July. America's Warrior Partnership is on the front line of preventing veteran suicide. They've had extraordinary success, and here's how you can help. When you switch your cell phone service to Pure Talk this month, you'll be invited to round up to support America's Warrior Partnership. No pressure, but if you do, Pure Talk will match your donation dollar for dollar. And to further celebrate 250 years of our extraordinary democratic republic, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. That's pound 250, say Mike Rowe. And happy birthday to us.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If pain is slowing you down, you don't have to live with it. We target the source of your pain for fast, lasting relief. No pain pills, no surgery. Most patients notice results in just one visit. We accept most insurance plans, so getting help is easy. Don't wait. Visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Arasti.com.
The Gomez Law Firm has been helping injured victims in car and trucking accidents for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here. Jose, if someone finds themselves faced with the stress of an accident, what next?
Well, the first thing they should do is pick up the phone, call the Gomez Law Firm, or Google JoeGomezLaw.com.
The Gomez Law Firm is the leader in personal injury law. If you have been in an accident, you need a firm that will fight for you and your family's rights.
We do ride-sharing cases. We do 18-wheeler cases. Obviously, we've done those for very many years.
The Gomez Law Firm fights for you against the big insurance companies and wins. Tell us about some other cases you represent.
Really, anything that involves a personal injury and a third party that is responsible for causing that injury, we will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you have found yourself faced with a personal injury matter, if you've been in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then it's important to call the Gomez Law Firm today. Visit JoeGomezLaw.com.
Hello, Connecticut. May I help you?
This is Bill Tyson. Is this my Connecticut Pro?
Yes, Mr. Tyson. What can I do for you?
Calling from Yellowstone National Park.
Mm-hmm.
Old Faithful just erupted and reminded me I didn't set the vacation bypass on my Connecticut water conditioner. Would you run over to my house and set it? I've hidden the key under my doormat.
Well,
I forgot to set the bypass last year. I had that other brand, and the software used up 4,000 pounds of salt in a week.
Mr. Tyson, relax. With your new Connecticut, there is no vacation cycle or any worries about salt. If you don't use any water, your Connecticut won't either. We not only believe in saving salt, but also in saving water.
Would you go over and unplug it then? I'm trying to conserve electricity.
You forget that your Connecticut doesn't use electricity either. There's nothing to plug in, and don't forget that your Connecticut is also completely automatic.
You mean I can relax and enjoy my whole vacation?
That's right.
This is great. I've got Old Faithful here at Yellowstone and an Old Faithful in my Connecticut water conditioner at home.
The last water softener you'll ever own. Connecticut SA.com.
License number 38961. It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, all the reaction from Game 3 of the NBA Finals. In fact, we will head to New York. Jeff McDonald of the San Antonio Express News will break down everything that happened in Game 3, and we'll start looking ahead to Game 4. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
I guess now we got to do it, right?
Go, Spurs, go! Go!
Yeah, go Spurs, go.
Who's got a better post game? What looked like what was going down outside of the Garden,
where they were like ripping up Wemby jerseys.
They were losing their minds. Or Military Drive. If there was a fight, if there was a war, and their clique hit our clique, we met in a neutral parking lot.
Well,
I don't know.
First of all, there'd be Edgars everywhere flying. We don't mess around.
There's two factors at play. One, Rob, there's a lot more of them than there are of us.
There is that. They do have numbers. We have fireworks.
And firearms.
Well, yeah.
You can't have a gun in New York City. You can have guns in San Antonio, Texas.
I like our chances, but our celebrations or masses, however we want to look at what happened in New York, are both pretty raucous, dude.
Yeah.
Pretty raucous. I'm not sure two other cities do it like that.
Dude, we've talked about this is coming. Wemby is going to be an NBA villain much sooner than later.
So we're going to have to get used to it.
Yeah.
We are. We're going to have to get used to having our own personal Draymond.
Because you haven't had one.
Oh, Bruce Bowen during the title run, he was a villain, but he was such a secondary player.
It's different when they're a role player.
When he was a hated dude. Rodman, in his heyday, was a heel, but we weren't very good, so that didn't really count.
This is going to be a different level, man. A superstar who is looked at as a bad guy to
King
other
Kong.
teams. He's going to be the guy. And no, it's not going to change how Spurs fans should feel about him.
No, he's our King Kong.
Yeah, but he first of all, he's already getting his. If he beats the Knicks, he's going to work his way into the Tom Brady, Pedro Martinez, Sidney Crosby. We hate you. New York hates Wemby list.
How much of the pregame did you watch?
None.
Okay, so in the pregame, Kenny, the Jet, brought up something I thought was really interesting. He goes, when we played the Knicks back in '93, whenever those years were, he goes, I grew up and I was a fan of all these guys, like Spike Lee's movies, and he named a bunch of. And then I got to New York, and every one of those dudes was rooting against me because it's so weird. You're like your stars are screaming at you mad. And he goes, it's a very difficult thing to get over. And I kind of get that. You walk in and your stars are like angry at you. And you're like, dude, you're my hero. Like, I'm looking at Jay-Z and he's screaming at me in anger. And you're like, dude, this guy kind of hates me.
You know who my favorite one is of all those New York celebrities is Larry David. And I like that Larry David, because even when everybody else was going crazy, Spike Lee's jumping up and going around, like Larry David crossed his legs and picked up his phone and was like, yeah.
That's what I expected.
He's my favorite. I can't be mad at him. But the rest of them, I was like, oh, I'm not watching that Fockers movie. I'm not. It's dead to me.
I feel so bad
I hope
for
it
him.
flops.
Because in '99 we went through it. You can't believe you're there. You hope you want it so bad you can taste it, and then to get punched in the gut last night. I don't know what the outcome of this series is. I hope they didn't pour their bucket of emotion out last night like they did after the OKC final. I hope they didn't. But if they did, it's going to be real tough to repeat that kind of energy and that kind of place. But for a brief shining moment, again, was one of the most absolutely fulfilling wins of my fandom history.
Well, because it was also a desperation spot.
All of that combined. And then there's that added part of what you brought up, and I think is so valued, is that the Spurs, to be the great team that we want them to be, are not going to be great in the way that the good guys were.
No.
We are going to be much more like the Steph Castle steely-eyed killer than we're just going to out-execute you and play a beautiful game.
Yeah, and Steph, by the way, Steph hit a couple awesome shots last night. Steph he's not like a talentless goon. That's not what I'm trying to get at.
No, he's a steely-eyed killer who plays hard-ass defense and dares you to call it every time,
and is not afraid to get his hands dirty. And I like that. I like when your star players don't need goon help.
Right.
Like when they can say, "Oh, okay, you want to act a fool? I got you."
And that is Steph to a T. Now again, you're going to pick up a rep, and it's funny when I watch them, I go, you know what? We need more of that.
Yeah.
We need, like you said, we need a goon. Now we know what we're missing on this team. It's not, shooting. Yeah, we need a dead-eye shooter. Well, every team needs that, but we need a big physical 4 or a big physical 3. Somebody who is big enough to take on everybody and won't take any crap off anybody. And that kind of guy you figure would add to the problem, but it doesn't, because this is the team we're going to be.
Steph reminds me from when I was a kid, Vernon Maxwell, a guy who, Vernon could play.
Oh, we had plenty of Vernon here. He started here.
But Vernon also would he would bully you. He would try to hurt you if he could. Like he was a hard guy to handle. And I think Steph is clearly more skilled
and bigger. Just a bigger, stronger, version.
But Vernon, he's not afraid to get his hands dirty at all. And I think Steph he's taken that role. And maybe it's because Fox is more of the finesse player, and Harper's a baby deer.
Who coached Steph, right? He came from the roughest, toughest college program in all of sports.
Yeah.
The Hurley system, he was built for it and reinforced by it. And he became the toughest son of a bitch on a court.
Well, Rob, remember that draft? I was like, man, the perfect draft would be them getting Steph Castle and Donovan Clingan, because it'd make this team 10 times tougher.
They toughened him. And that's just who he is. He's a steely-eyed killer. And there'll be nights when the refs are not going to take it. There's going to be nights and this is, we're looking down the road, it could be the next game. Because of all the dudes that are going to take repercussions, it's going to be Steph. Wemby's always going to be allowed a little bit because he gets mugged a lot too.
Yep.
So he's going to get a little bit of leeway until he flails an elbow. But here we go. This is what we want. This is what was required to win at the Garden. Are you ready to wear the moniker? Are you ready to be the bad guy?
All right, let's talk about Mike Brown and if he's right in his reactions coming up next. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the Morning Huddle's Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two. Now we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the Morning Huddle and cash in with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a hospitality manager at a 5-star hotel.
So I just checked into room 318, but someone was in there.
Room 318. Oh, you were supposed to be booked in 813, which is now booked.
So what do we do?
How about rock, paper, scissors for who gets the bid?
This is the job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
Looking for your new favorite spot in Stone Oak? Head to Doghouse Beer Garden for the best gourmet all-beef hot dogs, handcrafted sausages, and premium smash burgers, all on grilled King's Hawaiian rolls. And check out their brand new menu. Watch all the games at Doghouse Beer Garden Stone Oak. It's a full-service bar and grill with 24 rotating craft beers on draft, plus wine and signature cocktails. Open late for summer at Stone Oak Parkway in 281. See for yourself why this is where being in the Doghouse is fun. The Doghouse Beer Garden in Stone Oak.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a super fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. But wait, there's more. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be switching to an American wireless company that's committed to keeping 100% of its customer service in this country. I appreciate that. In fact, that's why I switched. I also appreciate the way they support our vets and our skilled workforce. Dial pound 250, say micro, and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. That's pound 250 micro. Stop paying twice what you need to pay for the service you want and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
I've taken up candle making.
Nigel, the whole office smells like wet dog and gym socks.
My nose is highly refined.
Folks, if your home smells a little off, it might be your AC. Portamoon's Breathe Easy package pulls and deep cleans your blower motor, blower wheel, and housing, cleans your coil in place, disinfects the inside of your AC cabinet, and installs a UV light to help zap bacteria and other nasties hiding in your unit. All for just $6.95.
Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 210-651-5899. License number TACLA 141074EM16004.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
Elliott here on the Blitz. When you saw the video of Carter Bryant in the public bathroom in Oklahoma City, what were you thinking?
Must have had to go really badly. I'm not going there in fans in the middle of the game, I promise you that. And I've had to go a couple times.
It was bizarre.
And of course, you know, the worst thing, somebody pulls out his phone and starts recording, which you should never bring your phone out in a restroom and start recording.
Your phone out, you're recording people. You're recording people in the bathroom. Come on.
And I think, Sean, it's safe to say if you see Sean Elliott in the restroom, Sean will gladly take a photo outside of the bathroom.
Yeah, and good Lord, for the sake of cleanliness, when you come out of a stall, of all things, I will be more than happy to meet you outside the bathroom after you've washed your hands.
Well, stop watching. Make sure you're going for at least 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah, I'll be counting the seconds.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Careful now, Vic. Oh no, Vic's trying to be the he's trying to be the DJ at the Spurs games.
What's it, DJ Ozone?
Yeah.
But Vic could never do it because he'd be asleep.
I'll be asleep. I gotta go to bed at 10.
The game starts.
That sucks.
Wake up, DJ Slick Vic.
What?
What time is it?
I'm sleeping next to Trump.
Did you see the picture of him and Dolan both asleep?
Oh, man. Well, cash your ticket if you bet minus 300 that Trump would get booed. Now, I didn't know that they would boo in the middle of the national anthem.
That poor dude.
Man, that's
I
how
hope
much.
they warned him. Like, dude, while you're singing the national anthem, we're going to flash on the president. And I don't expect him to hoot and holler at the time.
Hey, they put the picture of the mayor of New York to kind of get the
to try and calm him down.
Yeah.
We gotta get something.
That poor dude. Oh, say boo!
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow, they hate me.
Yeah. No, this is a. That was a great win last night. One guy who was not happy about it was the head coach of the New York Knicks, Mike Brown.
Yeah, I talked to him. You know, they outshot us 14-3 in the third quarter from the free throw line, and I talked to him, and they said, "Well, this is a foul. This is a foul." I said, "Okay, maybe right, but here are examples where they fouled and it didn't get called." That's the question that I have is that's the question I had with them is, you know, you're right. We did foul, but they fouled too, and it's like I said, if they do this in Game 4, where it's 24-8 in the second half, it's going to be tough for us to win. Now, there again, I don't want, and it's going to be that because I said it. The story is going to be that, but there are some controllables that we did not do a good job of doing.
Well, yeah, way to finish that out at the end. Yeah, also, we could have done some things
with all
better,
due respect. Here's the deal. In the playoffs, in any big game, I don't care what sport it is, without doubt, action with purpose is always rewarded. Always. If you're the first to punch, the second guy is normally the one that gets called. If you're the first to hit the ground, the second one is always. So if you're the first to do most things, the second one is normally either penalized or the first one is rewarded. And activity wins. And the Spurs were more aggressive. So the refs are always going to reward that or at least not penalize it. That is an axiom. And here's the other problem, Spurs fans. While we want to make fun of Mike Brown, this was us against Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
This was us. So, but the reason it worked for them was they brought the action. They did it first. We reacted. We suffered for it. The Knicks last night reacted and suffered for it. Now, did they get beat up? Yes, they did. But the refs will always reward activity and focused action. They always will. It goes without hesitation. If you're the first there, you get the benefit of the doubt. And the Spurs were the first there in activity, to the ball, on the ground, all the things that matter in close games. The Spurs won those little battles, and the refs rewarded them for it. And that will continue.
Man, the problem is this feels like I don't know. Mike Brown, who's been on a hell of a run, they won 13 consecutive postseason games. They are rolling. Okay, so it's not like Mike Brown's done a great job in these playoffs. It just feels like a bad time to blame some, like, just eat one. You know what I mean? Like, okay, it was one. But the fact that he sat down and basically, without saying Mark Davis and Curtis Blair's name, basically said they took it from us. He basically said they were responsible, and it would have been nice to have some ownership in the first game you've lost in, like, I don't know, it feels like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you're right. Every team does this for the most part, but when you've won 13 games in a row,
yeah, you can't bitch, man. You've been the beneficiary of a lot of stuff for a month.
That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And when he says, first of all, I want to make something clear. Mitch Johnson and the Spurs, they won the game tonight. They came and took the game. Great job by them. And then start whining about why they lost. You can't do that.
My daddy always says, don't care about the sentence till after the but.
Yeah.
And after the but was, but.
But I will say I never thought I'd see this in an NBA Finals.
Well, guess what? You have. In fact, you sat on the Golden State bench when they got the very same thing and won a game. So you've been there, Mike. You just benefited and forgot.
Yeah, in the first half where the Knicks they had a 14-8 advantage in free throws, There was no complaining about the first. It was only the second half is where things were.
Total fouls 23-21.
Yeah. So it was. Now the final free throw tally 32-22. I'll say it's not egregious. It's not really. It's not egregious, and it was a.
It wasn't why they lost.
It was not why they lost. I think it's a bad look. I will say this though. I think it's going to work. And
it comes back, yeah.
I'll talk about why on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
.94.1 San Antonio Sports Star is KTFM Floresville and streaming online at sasportsstar.com.
This report is sponsored by eBay. eBay is home to millions of finds, and each one becomes part of your story. From your favorite vintage band tee to the dream car you've been searching for or the foul ball you heroically gave away. It's all there on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Hey guys, it's AJ, and between us, when you hit a certain age, things start to feel a little bit off. You're tired all the time, your energy's low, and maybe your drive isn't what it used to be. A lot of that can come down to low testosterone. That's why I want you to give a call to Game Day Men's Health, Alamo Ranch on Wiseman Boulevard. They understand what guys are dealing with, and they make the process so easy. The office has a relaxed man cave vibe. Everything starts with a free testosterone test done right there in their in-house lab. After that, you'll meet with a licensed provider to create a custom treatment plan designed for you. And here's the best part, you can start treatment the same day. After a month, you'll be noticing more energy, a better mood, and a boost in your libido. Don't settle. Be the best version of yourself. After a month, you can notice more energy, a better mood, and a boost in your libido. Give them a call, 830-376-9100. 830-376-9100. 830-376-9100 for Game Day Men's Health, Alamo Ranch.
Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know our pets are beloved family members. But sadly, though, there are so many dogs that get euthanized every day due to the lack of funding. To give them a chance at adoption, I invite you to support Puppy Food Bank. Thanks to generous donors like you, all of the food sent to pet shelters from Puppy Food Bank never comes with a bill. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a generous, caring $15 donation every month. Your donation will absolutely save pet lives.
Jane Dawson did something smart. She saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With the money she saved, she got herself a pricey bird feeder with an ultra-high-def camera. Should Jane have just bought a regular bird feeder? Yes. Is it hard for her to admire nature when the camera doubles as the bird's potty? Also, yes. But it's Jane's savings, and if she wants to spend her time watching the digestive habits of the white-breasted nuthatch, we say you go, girl. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliate.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and you know the Roof Hub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those three massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roof Hub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roof Hub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
The U.S. Treasury just released its official financial report for 2025. Buried in it is a startling admission. By its own numbers, it appears the U.S. government is insolvent. When governments go this deep in debt, they print money, raise taxes, or cut benefits, none of which can help protect you. That's why people move part of their savings into physical gold and silver. Call Monetary Gold at 877-NOW-GOLD for their complimentary gold and silver guide. That's 877-NOW-GOLD. Call Monetary Gold now at 877-NOW-GOLD. Do it before the next headline, not after. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
As a fitness coach, my active psoriatic arthritis can slow me down. With Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, I'm treating my skin and joint symptoms so I can keep moving. Skyrizi, a prescription-only injection for adults, helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And for those who have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible. With Skyrizi, there's no daily dosing. It's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We do have a stall on the west side on 90 westbound General McMullen. It's off to the shoulder, right shoulder, so your main lanes are getting by. This stall at I-10 eastbound at 1604, left shoulder blocked. 410 starting to slow down eastbound Starcrest at 35, and this road work at 35 northbound Randolph to Weidner. That's in the right lane. It's about a 10-minute delay slow from Walsham. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the Spurs got their first win of the finals, holding off the Knicks last night, 115-111. The Spurs snapped the Knicks' 13-game playoff win streak. Wemby had 32 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 blocks, lead the way, while Steph Castle added 23, including a clutch 3 late in the game. Spurs now trail 2-1. The Game 4 is set for tomorrow night in Madison Square Garden.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing?
Great.
I figured you were, Rob.
Yeah.
This was, it was the first loss in a while. And Mike Brown did do some things. He talked about how great Wemby played, how great Steph Castle played. Talked about the physicality and how good they were at getting into the paint. But then he kept taking things, like he's I don't want to take anything away, but then he would take away. And to me, it was just what the Knicks have done in these playoffs until yesterday. If their jerseys didn't say New York, they would be a really cool story to me. I would find it really easy to cheer for them.
Saying yesterday, if you didn't have a dog in a fight, it's a good story. It's been a long time. Carl Anthony Town is a player reborn. Jalen Brunson should not be as good as he is. They got the New York connection with players from there. They got they play New York basketball. Yeah, it's a great story.
But nothing makes me want to not cheer for you like whining and bitching. Well, and I know the Spurs did it during the OKC series. I get it. I understand that everybody does it. But also, again, you've been winning every game by like 100 points for a month. You take an L, you just take it, and
that's a pretty big ass L. You know what I mean? It was the biggest possible stage.
The giant L.
The problem with what Mike Brown did isn't that he did it, is that it works.
Now that's what I was going to ask.
It worked for the Spurs, and it'll work for the Knicks in that there will be an eye out for the Wemby pushing dudes around behind the refs, back. There's going to be more attention paid to the off-ball stuff, which the Spurs have decided, if you're not looking, we're going to extract a pound of flesh, especially if you're Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. If you're not looking, we're going to send Carter Bryant down there to like a pulling left guard to collapse you. If you're not looking, we're going to send Steph Castle like a fullback to just take your ass out. If you're not looking, we're going to grab Jalen Brunson by the face and push him to the ground. If you're not looking. And they're going to start looking now.
Yeah. The players did not take the road that Mike Brown did. Jalen Brunson said, I thought we turned the ball over too much. We definitely fouled too much.
They did.
They asked Karl Anthony Towns about the officiating. He said, that's not what cost us the game.
He's got every right to be furious.
Yeah.
I mean, Karl Anthony, today's will be spent on ways to feed the big man. That's what they're going to work on all day long. And then they're going to tell Jalen Brunson, guess what? You're going to have to feed the big man.
Yep.
You're going to have to be much more appropriate with your shooting. We can't win with you taking 30 shots.
Even Landry Shamet said they were the more physical team. They hit first. Give them credit. They played a hell of a game. They kicked our ass tonight. There are questionable calls every night. That's not something new. We can't sit here and make excuses.
God, I love the Knicks. I mean, I love that. You think OKC would have said anything like that?
No. But it's also kind of, I mean, when the coach comes out and says it, it's a little lost, isn't it? Like, doesn't it kind of overshadow everything?
Yeah. We like Mike Brown. He's been a part of our family. You're welcome home to all the Thanksgiving dinners, Mike. We love you. You're part of the fam. But he has a reputation. There's a reason why he has been bounced from both good teams and bad. That is why he gets run.
And mind you, there is no question in my mind that if Mitchell Robinson had shoved De'Aaron Fox by the back of his head onto the ground, or somebody bowled over Dylan Harper like that Spurs fans would be bitching.
We'd be losing our mind. Yes, and we have every right to. So do the Knicks fan.
But also, if you have won 13 games in a row, let that one slide.
Take the L, man. Take the L and regroup. Sometimes you just got to take a beating. And last night they took a beating. And I don't know if it was so significant that they woke up this morning thinking we can't beat these guys. That's not the case.
No,
but what I do believe is they know now that physicality will be matched with physicality. And it's up to the refs now to decide how physical this game is going to be allowed to be. Because we know the Spurs will go as far as you let them. Because you know what? The NBA refs taught them that. I mean, we learned this in the playoffs. This is the first time for these guys. And they learned in the Portland series and in the Oklahoma series, in the Minnesota series, that if you are not absolutely aggressive, you will lose.
Yeah.
And you got to push it till the refs tell you to stop.
Drew Show, tell me none of these guys who attended the Spurs watch party in the Frost Bank Center last night were the jackholes who sold their season tickets to Knicks fans. Well, it's free to go into the Frost Bank Center, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I got a feeling that, I'm going to sell my tickets, and I'll just go watch Game 3 and 4 at the Frost.
Did you see, I'm talking about selling tickets, that 2 tickets were auctioned off for $1 million?
At the Knicks game?
At the Knicks game. 2 tickets, $500,000 each. Somebody blew $1 million on that loss. $1 million.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one to take.
Man, more power to you. Salute, brother. But, dude, I can't imagine waking up this morning going, I did what?
I know. Who was the richest guy on that out of those celebrities? Who do you think's got the most dough? Jay-Z?
He's a billionaire. So of all the entertainers there, it's Jay-Z. We saw Bloomberg sitting sideways. He probably had the most money in the building other than Dolan. But I think Bloomberg's got more. Well, maybe, but I think Bloomberg's got money in both of them, more money in both.
Okay.
Of them. Yeah. So the net worth in that building was in the trillions.
Well, and if you count Walmart gift cards, Tracy Morgan too.
Absolutely. First man to become a multi-millionaire on Walmart gift cards.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about that last night. I was like, God, there's so much money on that millionaires row right there. It is wild.
It's
Derek
again,
Jeter was there.
I go back to Kenny talking about these dudes are my heroes, and they're all yelling at me.
Yeah,
every one of them hate me right now.
Yeah, Derek Jeter.
Jeter's so smooth.
Eli Manning. Derek Jeter there with his son.
Yeah,
right?
he's a cool cat, bro.
Eli Manning was there. A lot. I mean, there was a ton of faces there. Tina Fey. They all showed up. Just all of them left sad.
In the pregame presser, there's a picture of Wemby is getting ready to talk pregame. And they show a backward picture with him standing there. I saw this on the socials. And there's a phalanx of photographers. And inside of those photographers, it's all those stars you just talked about that are in the presser getting pictures of Wemby.
Yeah. Miles Teller, who usually goes to a lot of Knicks games, I guess he couldn't get a ticket.
I like Miles Teller.
He couldn't get a ticket where he normally gets them, in the front row there. So he just, I don't know if he didn't go or what. Maybe he was just backed up some. but he was complaining that he couldn't get tickets on the front row.
But Teller can't be a Knicks fan.
He is.
He's a country boy. He should be on our side.
He's a Knicks fan.
Oh, that's just sad.
Yeah, he goes to Knicks games pretty regularly.
Miles Teller, the good old cowboy country football player.
He usually sits next to Timothy Chalamet. They're boys.
I hope he kicks Chalamet's ass. I'm a fan of Miles. I was anyway.
Well,
he's a fan.
Yeah. Remember, he lived in New York City when he was doing that drumming for that Whiplash movie.
That shouldn't be enough, man. You're from south of the Mason-Dixon.
Well, he couldn't get in the building last night.
Clear eyes, full hearts.
Or maybe he sold his tickets. I don't know. Maybe he sold his tickets to Derek Jeter. Maybe that was the move.
I'm looking at Derek right. He's just a cool cat.
Oh, yeah, he's a smooth operator, baby.
And Jay-Z, man, I appreciate your ascendance into my looking like your aunt.
That's some hair on Hove, ain't it? My goodness.
He don't need no man.
And both my wife, I don't watch SVU or whatever it is, but she said both the actor, the man and the lady from SVU or Crime Unit or one of those things.
Stabler.
Yeah, well, she's been on. She's the OG, and she's the daughter of that Mamie Van Doren, I think. But yeah, I saw her. In fact, I saw her hug one of the players and thank him. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And again, if it wasn't us, I'd have been rooting for the Knicks. If it wasn't us,
yeah. Well, if it were the Milwaukee Bucks, if that's what their jersey said, I would have no problem cheering for them. It's hard for me to cheer for a New York team unless they're playing a Boston team. So I have difficulty with that. But the players on this team it's hard not to like them. You know what I mean? I get it. I get why people are liking it. But I just thought that what Mike Brown did last night, it was a bad time for it. And again, every coach is going to do it. And if the Spurs get bullied tomorrow, I would expect Mitch to get up there and complain. But Mitch hadn't won 13 consecutive playoff games. Like you have at some point, the calls went your way. It's almost like it's hard for me to, and kudos to Mark Daigneault, because usually if anybody's bitching about fouls, it's usually his players and not Daigneault. But it would have been like Mark Daigneault coming up and bitching about the fouls in the Spurs series. Like this is what you live on. Again, kudos to him for not going down that path very often, because he probably understands. This is where our bread's buttered. We're not going to complain when it doesn't go. It can't go our way every night.
It's unfortunate in the manual, and it is going to pay off. But I will stand by, no matter what, the narrative stays true. You can be aggressive as long as you're the first, and we will tell you how far to go. And the refs let them go further than the Knicks were comfortable with last night, and they lost. I think we're going to see more physical games. I don't know who's going to call the next one. My gut tells me that when they get into this situation, Tony Brothers arrives. So we'll see who does show up, but my money's on Brothers, just because he was probably on the schedule anyway for various reasons, and this is one of them. They know the ref crews. They know what these guys are typically like, and they schedule appropriately, they being the NBA.
Steven says, why you guys can't talk about y'all sorry Spur player twirling the ball during the anthem? It's sad the commissioner should fine the Spurs. First of all, I didn't see anybody twirling the ball during the national anthem.
It probably is something that needs to be addressed.
But
we couldn't see it over the booing.
I also, you don't fine fines for. We've learned this lesson in the NFL. Everybody's allowed to do what they want in the national anthem. It's not the way I would do it. I wouldn't be twirling a ball during the national anthem.
But I don't know. I'm not. There's a lot of things in the world to be mad at. Yeah, that probably needs to be addressed, but I ain't mad at it.
But that should be addressed by
the team,
Mitch, not by.
Go talk to the guy and look.
Not by the NBA.
Still. You don't have to salute or anything, but it is a thing.
In fact, maybe don't salute. Unless you're active duty military.
I brought this up to AJ when I got here. I don't care who you are. If you didn't serve and you didn't have some scrambled eggs on your shoulders by the time you left the military, you don't get to salute.
I don't like it.
You don't get to do it. I don't care if you're the commander in chief. I don't care. That's not a thing for you. As a military person, I take great umbrage with that.
You put your hand over your heart.
Well, you stand at
Yeah.
attention. But you are not in the military, and never were.
Yeah, I don't particularly like it either. But I don't really want any president saluting unless you're like Dwight Eisenhower.
Unless you had scrambled eggs on your shoulders when you left, you don't get to do that. You didn't earn that.
If you're an actual commander in chief, like you write down war plans, then okay, respect. But yeah, it was a little awkward. All right, let's hit a break. We'll play the Double Dong Challenge today.
And this story coming out of Tech is worth discussing. If you haven't heard,
we're going to talk about that.
It's ugly.
I want to first talk about a unique DUI story. We'll do that coming up next. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Dr. Jacob Torres is my physician. The Institute for Functional Health is key to my functional health. I found that in a rather unique way. See, I already had a doctor and had one for a long time. And I met Dr. Torres on my quest to try to lose weight. And I had heard stories from close associates that what he did worked. I had zero success, didn't think I could lose weight, and this was before GLP-1. Certainly, you had to do it the old-fashioned way, and Dr. Torres showed me that you can lose weight and lose it without sacrificing everything. And once you adjust the way you address food and how to eat it and all the other things that go on to weight loss and get some help with it, it isn't as hard as you once thought. I want that for you. If it's time for you to lose weight, if a doctor's telling you, or you just don't like the way you look or feel, call Dr. Torres today. You don't have to invest in shots or pills for the rest of your life. You can lose weight and keep it off. I'm living proof. His number is 210-468-1891. His website, IFF Health, is a valuable resource. Listen to me. If it's time to lose weight, you will not make a better call than to Dr. Torres. Call him today. Let him change your life. And when he does, come on by. Thank me later.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, all the reaction from Game 3 of the NBA Finals. In fact, we will head to New York. Jeff McDonald of the San Antonio Express News will break down everything that happened in Game 3, and we'll start looking ahead to Game 4. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The Gomez Law Firm is one of the most trusted names in personal injury law across the state of Texas. We have Jose here with the Gomez Law Firm to share what makes working with your firm different than others in the area.
We pride ourselves as being an open line of communications. We don't have an automated service. You're not going to ever dial our phone number and get some robot on the other line. You're always going to get a person 24/7. Our principal office is here in San Antonio. Mr. Gomez was born and raised here, practicing law here in San Antonio in his community for 50 years. There are not many attorneys that can say that.
Thank you to the Gomez Law Firm for continuing to fight for our community. The Gomez Law Firm is San Antonio.
If you've been injured, if you've been involved in an accident, you've been involved in a car wreck, call the Gomez Law Firm.
Visit joegomezlaw.com. That's joegomezlaw.com for one of the most trusted names in personal injury.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone. 100% of them can get their T levels back. Synergenics tailors their TRT to make sure levels are where they need to be. They even take insurance. Head to Synergenics.com to book your free testosterone test today.
You could win unmatched views of the match during the Twin Peaks Go for the Gold giveaway presented by Michelob Ultra and Casamigos. Visit TwinPeaksSoccer.com to enter for your chance to win by June 14th. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views.
Missions fans, get ready for AARP $2 Tuesdays at Wolf Stadium, presented by San Antonio Sports Star. Enjoy $2 tickets, beer, hot dogs, and more at every Tuesday home game. First pitch at 7:05. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now at samissions.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
When the moments in your life are too important to miss, you can trust O'Reilly Auto Parts to keep you and your plans on the road. Our professional parts people can test your vehicle's battery and even give it a charge if needed. In most cases, we can install your new battery for free. It's just one of the many services we provide at O'Reilly Auto Parts to ensure life's best moments don't find you stranded.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Drop it like it's hot. Ah, yes. What a hit this was.
Right?
What year was this?
I'm going to go 2001, 2002.
Yeah, I can't remember.
04? No.
I think it was before 04. Let's see.
Yeah, look it up real quick.
I feel like I was listening to this during a title celebration. That's why I
Yeah. I think Ha came out. Obviously, Ha came out first.
Oh, 1998.
So
Yeah.
I was
Way
listening to it
wrong on
during the
that one.
Spurs. Yeah, I remember.
Oh, 99, it
Yeah,
says.
I was
Okay.
listening to it during a Spurs celebration.
Oh, who is you playing with?
This is the Military Drive anthem. Back it up.
It is.
Man.
Did you see the drone fly over the Military Drive last night? It is truly ridiculous.
It doesn't look very fun to me.
I don't get it
Sitting
either.
it's like you're sitting in traffic.
Well, you get to be in a parade.
I know,
You
and
get
I hate
to
I
wave
hate
at people in
parades.
parades. That's the only thing I can think of because I get no joy in sitting in traffic.
No,
It would take 3 hours to
Here's
get
the
from,
anthem.
Oh. I think we need to establish one corner where all the big ass twerkers. You get one at the end of the row. At the very end is where we do our twerking.
Yeah.
All the hooches and all the sushi. You got to go to the end, but we'll let you have free when you get a whole parking lot.
I'm not here to judge what
Be
these
like
gals want to do.
Cherry Street in the 70s. We'll just drive down, take a look.
Let them live their best life, Rob.
Like I said, we're going to give you your own full space to move traffic.
To
You're
be young
stopping traffic.
To be young again.
Causing cars to overheat.
I want to take a trip to Louisiana for a moment.
All right.
Where on Sunday, a Toyota Supra was driving recklessly on I-10, and he eventually struck a concrete barrier and had a tire blowout.
Okay.
State troopers later found the Supra, riding around on a blown-out tire, and
Pretty nice car to be trashing.
Crashed up car, and they conducted a traffic stop. The driver, identified as 40-year-old Victor Rivas, he was showing signs of impairment and fled on foot, jumping from the elevated section of I-310 into the swamp below. If you've ever been in Louisiana, you'll know there's a lot of bridges with a lot of marshes underneath. And he decided, I'm gonna make a break for it.
There's things in that swamp.
Well, deputies eventually found him walking along Highway 61, and when law enforcement approached, he again jumped into the swamp. This time, he was attacked by an alligator.
I kind of figured that was coming.
Right. They're there.
Despite being bitten on both arms by the alligator, he was able to free himself and continue to try to flee from law enforcement, basically with an alligator. Now, they said he was fleeing from law enforcement.
No.
Maybe at this point he was fleeing from the alligator. I don't know. At some point, you got to turn yourself in for the medical attention, for the free stitches.
It does feel like if I was running from the cops and an alligator was getting me,
y'all can go ahead and take me.
The cops would have to save me from the alligator. Right. Like it's their responsibility.
Correct.
You know, like, okay, I know I'm going to go to jail, but you got to at least get this alligator off of me.
Mm-hmm.
Rivas was eventually detained and taken to the hospital for treatment, charged with his second DWI and resisting an officer. More warrants were obtained for hit and run and careless operation in connection with the earlier crash. But I feel like that's kind of low on your list of problems at this point after being attacked by an alligator.
Well.
That's the choices we've all got to make, right? It's like, well, do I
Not
really
a crocodile and alligator?
What do I want to do? Do I want to go to jail?
Well, if you're the cop and he jumps the bridge, you go like, "Are we chasing him?"
Nah, let him go.
Just make sure we tell all the emergency rooms. If anybody shows up with a crocodile bite,
or
missing
probably
an
our
arm.
guy. Probably our guy.
It was like when dudes used to escape from Alcatraz. It's like, okay, good luck, bub.
Good luck. We're not gonna. No, it's good luck to you.
Yeah, maybe you'll make it.
I'm gonna go get a donut.
I'll see you back here.
I got some paperwork.
See you back here in a half hour.
I'm gonna have to write up some paperwork on a dead guy. But yeah, good luck to you.
Yeah.
I got a feeling we'll see you again. Maybe in the morgue. I don't know.
I'll be calling you Lefty.
We'll see you again. All right. Let's play the Double Dong Challenge, Victor Brown. Oh, yes,
Okay.
the Texas Rangers back in action tonight. They got a day off yesterday. They're well rested. And hopefully their dongers are ready to pop off.
Starting to think it's us and not them.
That could be. Stephen Kolek is pitching for the Royals today. The Rangers are going with Nate Eovaldi. Rangers are minus 120 favorites in Kansas City. So let's go with 210-656-3776. Let's go with caller number 8. You are going to play the Double Dong Challenge, and if you can tell us which Ranger is going to hit a home run today, you will grab a pair of tickets to an upcoming Rangers game. If you can tell us which one is going to hit 2, oh my, we got some upgraded seats and a hotel stay for you up in the DFW area. So Double Dong Challenge, 210-656-3776, caller number 8. We will be right back, and then we got to get into this Brendan Sorsby ruling and what it means for the NCAA, because this is a pretty big deal. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, 90 westbound General McMullen. That stall's still there. It's off to the right shoulder. I-10 eastbound 1604, disabled vehicle left shoulder block. On 410 northbound Ray Allison, get reports of some construction crews on scene. There's a large pothole in the right lane. They're there to repair. And 35 northbound 410 to Randolph. Roadwork has the roadway reduced to one lane. Also impacting traffic 35 northbound Rittiman on over to 410. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Staples has hundreds of ways to grow your business this spring, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through June 13th and save up to $150 on all your custom prints. Staples, that was easy.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Yep, he's planning another project. So, this Father's Day at Lowe's, tap into free gifts for Dad. Get a free Select Craftsman power tool when you buy a Craftsman V20 charger with 2 amp-hour and 4 amp-hour batteries. Plus, get a free DeWalt power tool when you buy a Select 20-volt Max XR 4 amp-hour battery kit. Dad knows our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 7/14 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
'Twas the night before Father's Day, and all through the house, Dad slept in his recliner, completely passed out. Magellan Outdoors and Titleist win the night as Dad dreams of gifts from Academy, the kind he'd like. Because tomorrow's not just Father's Day, you see. It's Dad Christmas at Academy. Line up before the doors open on Saturday, June 13th to score a promo card worth up to $500. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Fun can't lose. Select Austin and San Antonio Academy stores. No purchase necessary. Open to Texas residents 18 or older. Visit academy.com/official rules.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. Every day you wait, pain has one more day to take from you. If it's keeping you from work, workouts, sleep, or just feeling like yourself, it's time to fix it. At Arasti, we find the root cause and treat it. No pills, no surgery. Most patients feel better in just one visit. Covered by most insurance plans, visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti, we fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Arasti.com.
Watch every Team USA World Cup match at Social Spot. Enjoy great screens, great food, snacks, ice-cold beer, and the best World Cup atmosphere in San Antonio. Join the party at 930 Broadway. Social Spot and San Antonio Sports Star, your headquarters for the 2026 World Cup watch parties. This Father's Day, join the Blitz live at Coldplay Cove in Stone Oak. Enjoy Dad and Me sports activities, coffee tastings, giveaways, raffles, and family fun built for modern families. Grab your tickets now through the events page at coldplaycove.com.
I love days like these at the pool, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. I'm ready to make a splash with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza. Skyrizi is a prescription-only injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. At 4 months, most people saw 90% clearer skin when measured from head to toe, and many were even 100% plaque-free. People also saw significant improvement in psoriasis symptoms of pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Now there's nothing on my skin thanks to Skyrizi, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In college football news, a crazy story. Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby has been granted a temporary injunction by a Lubbock, Texas retired judge, clearing him to play for the season despite being declared ineligible by the NCAA for wagering on college sports up to $90,000 by his own admission. The NCAA said it would appeal the decision. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Let's go!
Hi, it's Jason Minix. You're listening to the home of the Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Vamos! Game 5 on sale yet?
Woo! It has to be, right?
I wonder how many New York fans flying down now.
Come on down, Bubba.
We carry guns here.
But if you are coming, give me a call. I'm not saying I'd sell them, but I might listen.
You're right.
I mean, everything in this world's for sale. I'm not
cut you a good deal on a press credential that doesn't come with a seat.
As long as you got gray-headed and beard and walk with a little bit of a limp, you might be able to get in.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll let's see. Give me an 8-ball and $2 million.
All I ask is 8-ball and $2 million.
That's it. That's all I do.
I will say, you know what? Kudos to the people that work the Spurs games. I'm so bad at remembering anybody's names, and like. All those people there, they know me. Like, they've got no reason to know me. I don't talk to anybody there. I just go in and do my – but they're like, if I leave a game early, I guarantee you one of those little gals is going to be like, oh, I know you've got to leave. You got to be up early tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's just so friendly.
The life of a celeb.
Well, no, I wouldn't go that far because even like the people who are supposed to be like getting me a seat at the games don't know who I am.
Well, that doesn't mean the NBA gives a crap who we are.
I know. Last time I went with a press pass, they were like, "Hey, get that guy out of here." Oh, wait, he's with press. They didn't know.
Oh no, see that it's just that there's just the strata of media where you know if you're national TV and then you strat yourself down, and we're sitting next to the Turkish Radio 1 people, the Radio Free Albania.
But
I sat next to a print journalist from Guangzhou, China.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I sat next to Joe Reinagel, and that got me some.
Oh yeah, you got some
special treatment on.
I was gonna say, yeah.
But where we're sitting, you got to yell up to the top of the hill. Hey, Rob!
Yeah, it's a climb. It's a climb.
But we get to see another one.
Yep, we will have another one here. the judge's decision on Brendan Sorsby. Now, we thought that the remember when the guy at Alabama, they made him eligible. They were like, yeah. The Tuscaloosa judge says, yeah, you're eligible. Come on back. I know you got drafted and everything. You've played pro ball, but come on back. It didn't work out for you. We'll put you on the squad here. And everybody said, this is crazy. Well, a judge in Lubbock, shockingly, made the decision that Brendan Sorsby is going to be eligible now next year to play football for Texas Tech. Sorsby, who has admitted to making thousands of bets on sports, including at least 40 bets on his own team.
This got Pete Rose excommunicated.
Yeah. The same thing, right? Nothing different?
Exactly the same thing.
Wow.
I mean, this is it really is a shocking call. Now, I don't know if this is going to last, much like that Alabama's ruling. I don't know if it's going to hold up once people start poking at it. Another judge may come in and out Whataburger this judge. That's happened in the past. But the ACC commissioner says this is a horrendous pattern that is eroding the integrity of our process. One Big 12 AD told ESPN they are disgusted and said we've officially lost our soul. TCU coach Sonny Dykes said, how is anyone ever going to trust the outcome of a game again? Man. And there are teams now, including Nebraska, including Georgia, who have said outright, our schools will not play Texas Tech in any sport. The Big Ten as a whole is mulling not playing Texas Tech in any sport.
Yes, and they should. But this ruling, there's even more teeth to this than is getting news. So this effectively allowed Sorsby to play. But when you read into the decision, the opinion of the judge, he has not only allowed Sorsby to play, but he's also injuncted the NCAA and every school that's playing the Raiders during the 2026 season and every affiliate of those universities from keeping their players from doing that. So effectively, he has allowed any player anywhere that has gambled and has been ruled ineligible by the NCAA to play, if you extrapolate the ruling. So what he has effectively done is opened the door.
This judge can't have that kind of power.
No, he can't. There are steps to, and it's the appeal. But the appeal, if you got a good lawyer, unless you've got an equally good lawyer on the other side, could take months. It could take a year before the appeal is actually heard.
Yeah.
So the only recourse that these schools have, quite frankly, is we just ain't going to play you.
Yeah. Listen, man, I sometimes think that we as a society are a little harsh on sports betting.
But there are firm rules. There are certain third rails that you cannot, will not, or should never be allowed to cross. And he not only has crossed them, he's admitted to it and told us how many times he did it. And even though the way this injunction was kind of ruled was the fact that he had gone through treatment and, they waived some extenuating circumstances. But the fact is, you broke the law, brother. I mean, you just broke the code. I can't imagine that Tech is going to be allowed for him to play. The ramifications of such a thing, and all the rules are out the door. And you want to talk about hastening a separation of high-powered schools and conferences, this could be the wedge. This could be it, where the SEC and Big Ten go, we're not going to deal with the Big 12. We're not going to deal with that crap. We're not going to associate with you. We're not going to bowl with you. We're not going to tournament with you. We're not going to do anything with you.
The Big 12 ADs are set to have a conference call today with Brett Yormark, the commissioner.
They're seeing the power of the rest of the conferences, too, because by extenuation, they're going to be excluded.
Now, the judge's ruling is law, so it's like how much can they do? But this is And I need to find out if this judge is a Texas Tech alum.
Oh, he has to be. He's a retired judge from Lubbock.
Yeah. Well, he's clearly not retired because he could still make
retired
these decisions.
judges are allowed to. They don't have a permanent seat on a court. They can get brought in by the chief of court.
Okay.
And try cases when there's an overload. So the judges never really retire, but they don't always just sit on a specific desk or court. They can rotate around.
Yeah. Drew says if a judge in Lubbock wants to play lawfare, that's a double-edged sword. Texas Penal Code Section 4702 says placing bets on an offshore device is a criminal misdemeanor. He did it 9,000 times. That should have. I mean,
I don't know the specifics there, but it sounds like a reasonable part of the. I would assume that the attorneys for the NCAA brought that up. This just seems like an outlandish ruling by an outlaw judge who just doesn't care.
This is Black Sox level. I mean, you can't. There, like you said, I'm not opposed to. I think that some of these things are silly, like the fact that a college football player can't bet on an NFL game is a little silly to me. But you can never bet on your own stuff. You can never bet on your own team, win or lose, because if you bet on your team to win every single game, I'm not mad at you. I think it's a bad precedent, but I'm not mad at you. But if you bet a few games and then one day you decide not to bet them, that's essentially like betting against your own team. And we can't have that, ever. Cannot have it. So I think everybody's right to be up in arms about this. And it's not like this judge made the ruling because, well, we don't have all the facts yet. No, all the facts are well established.
Oh, the injunction is conditioned on Sorsby's compliance on 6 specific requirements, which clinical counseling for his gambling disorder, participation in Gambling Anonymous, a peer support community, treatment for his disorder, engagement with athletic-specific recovery, mentorship, and a 2-game suspension from game day activities, and a monthly confidential compliance report that is served through the NCAA through counsel. Order becomes effective immediately upon posting a $5,000 surety bond and will remain in force until the judgment or further order of the court.
Jared says the original judge was a Tech judge, but he recused himself. The new judge is a UH grad.
Well, he's living in Lubbock.
Well, I guess so. Yeah. Well, dude has wagered $90,000 on pro and college sports over the last 4 years, including 40 bets on Indiana football while he was a freshman in 2022, which, by the way, is too young to gamble in the state of Indiana.
Or anywhere, quite frankly.
Yeah. Well, so I just don't understand how this is.
Well, this is one of those situations that's going to drive the feds to step in and govern this. And just like Ronald Reagan said 50 years ago today, or right about now, the worst thing you can ever hear is, hello, we're the government, we're here to help. Right. That is the worst thing you can ever hear. And I am a progressive Democrat. There are certain places that the government should not be. This is one of them. We do not need the feds all over our NCAA, but guess what? We're going to get it because we deserve it.
This opens a can of worms, potentially, that could be disastrous for the NCAA.
This is one of those things that could drive the Big Ten and SEC away. This would get to the point where we get to this over-regulated, under-fun kind of NCAA that we ran from to the extent that we got here. We bring it back, the draconian, if you take him to lunch, you can't play, all that crap because we had too many people on committees trying to justify their jobs. That's what we ran from. We know there's a better way. It ain't this. It has nothing to do with gambling. That can be extricated forever as far as I'm concerned. And there is, we cannot treat children like adults, and these are children. These are under the age of 21. They're under the age of, and there's certain things that you cannot be allowed to do, and this is one of them.
A little bit of a self-serving statement by Cody Campbell, the financier.
Culprit. Yes.
This unfortunate situation is the outcome of a broken system. I'm doing everything I can to fix it, but until there's a permanent solution, Texas Tech and its student athletes have to do the best they can to navigate and compete amid the chaos that exists in the reality of the world that we live in.
I just exist in the world that we have. Hey, who am I? I'm a leaf on a bigger stream, baby. And if I can float down above and cheat my way through it, hey, I'm in. That's the American way.
What do you think's going to come of this?
They will be injuncted. It'll stop. There'll be a court in the next week, 6 weeks. They won't let him.
He's not going to be able to play, right?
No, I can't imagine a scenario where he is allowed to play. They'll find it'll be an Al Capone fix. It'll be one of those. We can't get you for everything, but we can get you on tax evasion. They're going to find something to make sure he cannot play.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is the quote from Josh Brooks, who is the Georgia AD. All FBS schools should only take the field against programs operating under a uniform, trustworthy standard of fairness. We've officially reached the point of no return.
See? They're talking about leaving, brother. Don't give them the exit pass.
Kansas State AD Gene Taylor, who had discussed the possibility of Big 12 schools not playing Tech this year, which, by the way, Tech's in the Big 12.
Yes.
This is Gene Taylor. It's bleeping bull bleep. I know the kid has a problem. Well, get well and focus on your problem. It's absolutely devastating for him to be able to play when every other sport, no matter the level, deems an athlete ineligible or they are punished severely for betting on their team.
Yep.
Another Big 12 AD asked for anonymity, said Texas Tech should be absolutely ashamed of itself.
It should be.
Right now.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And this is the classic example of, oh, well, let's see what happens. No, this is not hold my beer kind of stuff. This is, you're literally taking this $1 billion golden goose, and Tech, you're going to fritter it away. You're going to be exiled to the UNLV world where we don't trust you about anything.
Jared says, I'm a Tech grad and I'm embarrassed. Yeah. Listen, man, if the Big 12, if they decide they're not going to play against Texas Tech, I think that's when the decision gets made.
Well, that's the only way. That might be the only recourse. If there is no time for an appeal, if I'm a school in the Big 12, dude, I'm not playing you. And I don't care what the ramifications are because there's bigger things at stake than you.
And I don't think Texas Tech has the clout to, like,
no, they don't. But, it's right that it's them. I mean, Cody, for whatever, he did fill a void that was created. I mean, he did find the vacuum to build this Tech athletic juggernaut that has happened over the last 3 years because it was there. And he's not doing anything different than what he did before by this statement. This were the rules as they were applied. I am living within the rules. And he has been. But it goes to that place where pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. You've taken one step too far. There are a lot of teams that were more than willing for you to take cover on this, for you to be the lead guy and go, you know what, we got $5 million, and I'm going to sign every great transfer and recruit and stand out there and beat my chest proudly about doing it. There's a lot of schools stood behind him and say, yeah, go do it. But better them get mad at you than me. Now he took one step too far, and everybody else goes, I can't do that.
Yeah. I mean, and also, hell, he could have gone out and got himself another quarterback. He wouldn't have to pay Brennan Sorsby whatever he thought he owed. Brennan Sorsby, like, no arbitrator is going to go, yeah, you were ineligible, so he should still have to pay you. No, they would have said, no, get your money back, Cody Campbell.
Well, sometimes you got to change the law, you got to break the law. And I think he's trying to keep the thing moving that's working for them, and that is an entirely free market. We buy our athletes. That's what Tech has put out their banner for. Come for a year and make $1 million if you're a softball player. Come for a year and make $8 million if you're a quarterback, and we have no compunction. You're not going to be a student. Hell, you can go gamble all year long for all we care. Just come and win football games.
Well, when you're winning those football games against Lamar and Abilene Christian and Stephen F. Austin, it's going to be very difficult to get yourself into the playoff, and then you're going to have paid $200 million for a team that's not going anywhere.
Yep.
So,
this hog's about to get slaughtered.
All right, we'll be right back. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, San Antonio, we have a drinking problem. It's one of those that kind of slips up on you, and before you know it, you've got a severe problem on your hands. You got a guy knocking on your front door wearing rubber boots. See, our drinking problem comes from the water that's coming out of our faucet. Now, our aquifer provides plenty of it and makes great sweet tea and some fine light beer, but I'll tell you, what's left in your pipes you do not want to deal with over time. If it's clogging up your pipes, it's going to end up in your ice out of your refrigerator. It's going to end up in your clothes, on your skin, in your hair, in your body. That's why you call Kinetico the very best and water treatment here in South Texas. For as long as I can remember, I've always had a Connecticut. Every home I've ever bought or even rented, so you can even rent a Connecticut. See, it takes care of your pipes, it takes care of your appliances, it takes care of you. It is absolutely cost effective. You know, you don't even plug a Connecticut in, it won't suck 1 penny out of your power bill. And salt, it only uses salt when it works, and it only works when you turn on your faucet. It saves you money. Right now, there's even a gift. It's a reverse osmosis drinking station. The thing I had to pay for, you're going to get free if you go get your Connecticut today. Call them today at 656-PURE. Go to ConnecticutSA.com for all the details. But that clean, crisp glass of water, you need it. Go get a Connecticut and you'll have it. And thank me later.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the morning huddles. Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Play ball! Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two, now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the morning huddle. Make your pick and win with the morning huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Eczema, eczema, eczema. So many ads for eczema products. But those fancy TV ads don't mention that those prescription products can cost thousands of dollars. There's a smarter way. It's Exoderm for eczema and dermatitis. Exoderm costs less than $20. Yep, less than $20. You don't need a prescription, and it's available on the first aid aisle of your local store. Exoderm contains the #1 doctor-recommended ingredient in a clean, hypoallergenic cream with no harsh additives or nasty chemicals. Exoderm, fast, effective relief from the itching and inflammation of eczema. This stuff really does work. Take back control. Heal eczema flares with soothing Exoderm Flare Control Cream. It's on the first aid aisle of your local drugstore, supermarket, and at Target and Walmart too. Exoderm for eczema. Now that's smart.
This summer, the Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich and Pineapple Dragon Fruit and Sprite are back at Chick-fil-A.
Let me tell you about the Pineapple Dragon Fruit and Sprite. It's bright, it's bubbly, it's back.
The Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich, it's so rich, and you can choose between the original or the spicy filet.
Ooh, boy.
And then you got those pickled jalapenos tucked right under the filet, and then just to top it all off, you've got a little honey drizzle right on top.
Okay, now I'm a pimento fan.
And I'm feeling the dragon fruit.
Which fan favorite will you choose? Real customers paid for their testimonials.
Game 4 is Wednesday. Check out the Doghouse Beer Garden on Stone Oak Parkway. Pre-game with a live broadcast of the Blitz from 2 to 6, and then stick around and watch the game. Gourmet dogs, burgers, cold beer, and Game 4. See you Wednesday at the Doghouse Beer Garden on Stone Oak Parkway.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Talking about things that nobody cares. Sing it, Vic. Wearing out things that nobody wears. Rob, talk about what you just read. This isn't just because there's a law that basically says if you know someone's cheating,
you can't play them.
You shouldn't be. You're not allowed to play them. But this
So
ruling.
effectively, the rule was if you played against a team and you saw and you knew they had cheated, and we don't care, we're going to play, and it came out later that they had cheated, all the records, all the money, all the wins, everything can be vacated. You can lose a lot by playing a team that's cheating. Well, when the judge saw this and he got this, what he ruled was he extended the protection to all of the schools that are playing tech. So what they can't do now is if they do quit or decide they're not going to play, and they say, reason we're not going to play is because you've got a cheater. Well, now they don't have that recourse. They have to play, and if they do quit, they can be sued for breach of contract because they don't have a legal reason for not playing it.
Well, this is...
So they kind of injuncted the schools from not playing them because now Tech could sue them for breach of contract.
Well, that doesn't mean they're going to win.
Well, no, I'm just saying that this was a concerted, planned attempt. This wasn't a one-off like a judge go, I want him to play. No. This was, right, judge, we've got the legal argument at the right time for us. And it was it wasn't a one-off. This was an attempt by Texas Tech University to completely subjugate the league to what they believe is the right thing to do.
Well, that's why I don't believe when I read Cody Campbell talking about, this is broken. We've got to fix this. Like he wants it like this. He wants the table tilted in his favor.
I'm just astounded by how did we get here.
That is that's a tough question to answer. I don't know. This is the most egregious ruling I've ever seen. Again, Alabama had a guy who was drafted to the NBA playing for them this season, and I was like, okay, that's pretty crazy. And even then, a judge came over the top and was like, no, that's too crazy. This is 5 times crazier than that.
And then the idea that you can play now as long as the judge supervises some kind of behavioral change. You can still play.
Ugh. Halfway there on a Tuesday. Morning Huddle 94.1.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a trouble spot on the south side at 35 northbound at Theo. Got a right lane and the off-ramp blocked. 35 northbound at Riddiman to 410. That's some road work, so that's got you rolling slow. About 30 minutes to get through. And then 410 eastbound Nacogdoches to 35. That's about a 30-minute ride as well. Again, road work in the area, that's what's causing your delays. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
Success starts with your drive. You bring the fire. American Public University will fuel the journey. Learn more at apu.apus.edu.
Missions fans, celebrate Tuesdays for the Cultura at Wolf Stadium with AARP $2 Tuesdays. Presented by San Antonio Sports Star. $2 tickets, beer, hot dogs, and more every Tuesday home game. Get your tickets at samissions.com.
Since 1993, Thomas J. Henry dedicated himself to building a firm that injured clients can trust and respect. A firm backed by a track record of success and commitment to our clients. If you've been injured, trust Thomas J. Henry. San Antonio, Texas.
Hi everybody, Joe Reinigle here for Window Nation. It is June, summer is here along with those hot summer days, and that means constant AC use and high energy bills. It is time to upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com to book that consultation.
Hello, I'm Ozempic, and I'm other GLP-1s, kind of like him. Hey, are you shaking a maraca?
No, I'm shaking the pill version of Ozempic, which no one should ever do except in ads like this.
A nice disclaimer.
Hey, thanks. Ask your doctor about which FDA-approved uses of the Ozempic pen or pill may be right for you. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and learn more about Ozempic semaglutide tablets, 9 milligrams, and Ozempic semaglutide injection, 2 milligrams.
There's a pill version of Ozempic.
1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone. 100% of them can get their T levels back. Synergenics tailors their TRT to make sure levels are where they need to be. They even take insurance. Head to Synergenics.com to book your free testosterone test today.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Hey, Albert, can you help us plan and budget for a bathroom renovation?
I certainly can. Let me review your finances.
Who are you talking to?
Albert, my AI financial assistant that I can access right in the app. It automates all things finance, moves money, pays bills, creates personalized alerts, finds savings, and so much more.
Your bathroom renovation financial plan is ready. I found cash you can put aside, and to cover the rest, Albert can get you up to $10,000 fast.
Can you find contractors nearby within our budget?
Here's a list of contractors. Would you like help requesting a $10,000 loan for your bathroom renovation?
Yes! Download the Albert app and use promo code COVER to access Genius. Plus, get up to $10,000 for whatever you need. Just download the Albert app right now and use promo code COVER to get up to $10,000. That's promo code COVER.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the Spurs got their first win of the finals, holding off the Knicks last night, 115-111. The Spurs snapped the Knicks' 13-game playoff win streak. Wemby had 32 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 blocks, lead the way, while Steph Castle added 23, including a clutch 3 late in the game. Spurs now trail 2-1. The Game 4 is set for tomorrow night in Madison Square Garden.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, everybody, 8:01 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Good morning, everybody. How we doing? Good morning, Robert.
Good morning.
Good morning, Victor Brown.
Buenos dias.
I love the headlines coming out of New York today.
Oh, yeah.
It makes me feel good.
Do they have alliteration? Like, are you reading the New York Times headlines, New York Post?
See what the Post sports headline is.
Yeah, I bet that's a good one.
But just the anger at the Spurs, at the referees, at Trump, at Cardi B, it's all their fault.
Everybody's fault. What do we got? I
Cardi
imagine.
B, the halftime show.
You mean Cardi D?
Yeah.
Although pretty cool that they have Cardi B performing at halftime. Like
only in New York, man.
Yeah, we get the Spurs dancers. What do they call
they're our hype squad.
Hype squad. Yeah.
You weren't here during the glory days of the Silver Dancers.
Yeah. There is a story.
We had a Chihuahua that could balance on a dude's head.
That's true.
I mean, it's almost Cardi B if you like that.
Pretty much the same. Pretty much the same.
That dog's the Cardi B of the dog world.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of people, Cardi Chihuahua. Yeah, it was a fun game last night, an entertaining game. New York not taking the L very gracefully. But I think there's a reality check that, hey, man, this team's pretty good too. The Spurs are pretty damn good. And
can you think of a more precipitous loss by a team where the momentum was? It's obviously happened many times. I'm trying to think of the last one where the momentum was such, the stage was set, the long drought was nearly done, and they didn't come through.
Oh, the Patriots Super Bowl against the Giants, the 17-0 Patriots that couldn't finish the deal. Like everything was rolling their way, and they just
collapsed.
Yeah,
it was one of those. Luckily, they get another game, but
yeah,
I've not seen a building that was that hyped get that quiet that fast.
Well, dude, I mean, let's remember when the Spurs won Game 1 in OKC. And what a great game. It was still probably the best game of the playoffs so far.
Yeah, the best played game by the Spurs for sure.
But by both teams. I mean, that was a brilliant basketball. If you weren't a fan of any team, that was a great game to watch. But remember, the Thunder had won 8 games. They were 8-0 in the playoffs, and on their floor, and in double overtime they lost. Maybe that's the closest thing I can think of in this playoffs. All that momentum just taken away.
They went
and it worked out well for the Spurs
and then,
in that time.
Yeah, well, I think lessons learned for sure. But to take that in the Garden and then to get beaten back in the second quarter and then go to halftime down by 7 and then to play that first 6 minutes of the third quarter, the way that they stepped out, they took a step. And I don't know if it's a step toward a title, but that was one of those things that we said at the beginning of the year they won't be able to win because there's things you have to be able to do. And to come out of the locker room in a Game 3 on the road in that Garden that smelled blood. I mean, you have one misstep in those first 5 minutes, the game's over, the series is over. You felt it. Everybody felt it. If they stumble in the first couple of minutes of the third, it was done. And the way they fought and held that lead was absolutely spectacular. It was the most fulfilling moment of this season so far. More than the double overtime win against OKC, more than the Game 7 winning 2 straight. That was absolutely spectacular. You know, you see that sign, San Antonio versus everybody. It certainly felt last night like it was San Antonio versus everybody, and they stepped up and delivered.
Well, San Antonio and the refs, according to Mike Brown.
Well, according to, and you know, he could be right, he could be wrong, but that part of the game was just so extraordinary. Weathering the storm. It wasn't spectacular. It was workmanlike. And kudos to coaching, man. Those are where you get you get your flowers as a coach. When you step out of the locker room, when you step out of a timeout, and you execute to a T, and they did it.
Well, first of all, kudos to the Spurs, and maybe we should have expected this, for coming out as strong as they did in the first quarter. Like, desperation, backs against the wall. They overcame the early Garden energy that was definitely present, and they kind of silenced the crowd.
Yes.
And then really kudos to the Spurs for, after blowing that entire lead,
to step back out.
To get back in it in the third quarter in a way that, quite frankly, down 2-0 on the road, it would have been real easy for them to just roll over and accept their fate. Like, man,
yeah.
we punch these guys in the mouth, and they just won't go away. I thought that it was a very satisfying victory for the Spurs. I don't know if I quite put it on that Game 1 against OKC.
I do.
Or Game 7 against OKC, for that matter, which was, I mean, obviously had different ramifications. But it was a must-win game, like we talked about, that they went out and they scratched and clawed for, because it wasn't going to be coming easy.
And the Babes will lead us, even though the numbers don't show that Dillon had a great game. He did. Steph Castle's timely shooting. De'Aaron Fox's numbers won't jump off the page, but that shot he hit in the lane to really close it out was absolutely spectacular and absolutely required. It was a shot he probably should have taken in the last game. And, that little bit of redemption, I think he's getting more and more healthy. I tell you, New York woke up into a completely different series today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still favored. I still think New York's should get the preponderance of favorites, but the Spurs at least woke up this morning knowing in the worst environment possible, we can succeed.
What has to happen in Game 4? First of all, what has to happen? What do you expect to happen? First, let's start with this. What do you expect the Knicks to do to adjust to what happened?
Oh, they're going to they're going to force Karl Anthony the ball. They're going to force feed him. I don't know if it's going to be an outside-in bit of work, or they're going to find a way to make sure that he touches the ball on every possession. They have to do that, especially early. They got to get him set. But the most important thing the Spurs can do is limit your turnovers. On the road, those are the things that will finally kill you. Limit your turnovers. Don't let one of the others go crazy. They only let one go crazy yesterday, Anunoby. The game before, they let too many others go crazy. Jason Hart had his game finally, and they weathered that. I don't think you have to do much more than, don't turn the ball over and don't be stupid. You know that you can outrun them if given the opportunity. And know they're coming for you. Know that there's going to be runs, and wake up and get yourself situated and come back and play some more. They've done it. This is a new series because I think the Spurs felt a little snake bit I think confidence was waning from De'Aaron. I think Keldon Johnson was all but in a doghouse, and I think that kind of changed a little bit of the momentum, at least for 12 hours. This is still a long road. This is a very good basketball team that didn't die easy last night.
I'll tell you who I think the Knicks have to have play better is Mikal Bridges. First of all, he's had a hard time getting fans to accept him. They traded 5 first-round picks for that dude. And after Game 2...
where he won it.
Yeah, I think after Game 2, I mean, and you heard when they did the pregame introductions, he got a loud pop. He was great in Game 2. And he just vanished in Game 3 to the point where they benched him. And it was like, what is going on with this guy?
I think physically we can defend him easier than we can Anunoby. I think we got guys that can move with – Anunoby's just so big and strong.
But Bridges generally, at least in these playoffs, has generally been – he's got one job, and it's to be a spot-up shooter.
And one game. That's been it. One game.
I mean, I think he's a guy that the Knicks have to really kind of look at and be like, hey, man, we need you. And I really think the Knicks' biggest problem right now is they are getting Jalen Brunson hero ball. And I know it's, at the end of the day, when you see, 31 points is 31 points. It's not, though. It's not.
You fall back on that Mamba mentality. And I love the idea of what it matters, what it means to players. But what it does do is just keep shooting. It came from a guy that made a lot of buckets on a lot of volume, and Brunson is feeling very much like that. I will win it. I'm good enough to do it, and for 2 games he was, but not last night. And I think I think the realization is now very apparent to the Knicks coaching staff that defensively we can stop him. We can slow him down. Yeah, he's going to hit big shots, but overall he's going to be a net negative offensively because every shot he takes is one less opportunity for Karl Anthony Towns not only to make his shot, but to pick up a foul on somebody that truly matters with the Spurs. And it allowed our guys to play freely and to be rough and tumble because they didn't have all their fouls expended on their big man.
Yesterday, before the game, the New York Knicks were minus 500 to win the NBA title. What do you think the line is this morning?
I think they're still probably positive. I've cut it in half. I'd say 250.
Knicks minus 190.
190, so even less.
Yeah. Spurs plus 160 if you think they could come back and win it. The MVP.
That got a little tighter.
It got a lot tighter.
Mm-hmm.
Was a 2-horse race as of yesterday, now a 3-horse race. Jalen Brunson, still your favorite, plus 105. Victor Wembanyama, plus 165. Karl Anthony Towns, plus 400. OG Anunoby, 45-1.
I'll tell you.
Is there value in that?
Yeah.
I think so, too.
I think because he is going to be in a position to score a lot of points.
Yeah. Is there value in Steph Castle, 100-1?
Yeah. You continue to make shots like that, although I think truly Steph's value is not going to be very evident, because of the defensive stuff that he does, the rough and the fouling part of it is part of his mantra now. So I think he brings a level of physicality that's going to probably keep him from getting a lot of big numbers, but it's going to help the Spurs win.
De'Aaron 180-1 and Dylan Harper 200-1.
The Spurs, I love De'Aaron. I love Dylan. Dylan has something that I can't quite quantify.
He is special, man.
Remarkably gifted.
I mean, we talked about it. If Cooper Flagg wasn't in Dylan's – I mean, Dylan Harper's the first pick in so many different draft classes.
Especially now. You redraft it, it is now, obviously, Cooper's spectacular and brings a lot. But the things that Dylan does that are just innate, that I don't care who he just does things that are correct. And it's not something you coach. He's born with it.
Yeah. I mean, you think if the year before when Zach Resache was the first pick, if Dylan Harper was there, the Hawks wouldn't have jumped on that.
Easily number 1 overall. Easily.
Yeah. I mean, he is a legit number 1 overall type of player. So I mean, the Spurs basically, in my mind, got the best. They got a number 1 pick 2 out of 3 years, and quite frankly, Steph Castle's so good that I mean, the fact that he was the 4th pick almost feels like a steal. So And when you look back at what the other guys in that draft have accomplished so far, Steph is by far.
And this is in no way reducing De'Aaron Fox. It's not. Just because I call him great does not mean he needs to replace him. I'm just saying this kid is born with things that De'Aaron wasn't. De'Aaron has a lot of things, and there are a couple of dribble penetrations by De'Aaron that there's nobody else in the league could have done that. He got to the rim on a little crossover, absolutely destroyed his defender. Nobody else in the league can do that. He gets himself into so many open spots. It's sometimes his decision making isn't quite what Dylan just comes natural to. That's the difference.
All right, ESPN did a story in the preseason about where they think that teams are going to land by the end of this year. I want to look back and see what they thought of everybody and how close they were on these things. We'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
So if I were to go up to McDonald's tonight and say I want the gangbang, they'd know what I'm talking about? Or would they call the cops?
You got to say the Mick. Otherwise, you get arrested.
The Mick
and then you got to.
Hey, what are you in for? Well, I wanted a gangbang at McDonald's.
A whole new term of the McRib.
Yeah, you got to throw the McRib in there, too.
Only for a limited time.
Holy cow.
You got to be careful in your wording. Phrasing is everything, Joe.
It is.
Phrasing is everything.
Phrasing.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
You know, there's nothing I hate more than dishonest business practices. So I built the company GiveMeTheVin.com around this slogan. We do what we say we're going to do when we say we're going to do it. At GiveMeTheVin.com, we show up at your house, check in hand, pay off your payoff. It's just that simple. GiveMeTheVin.com. We're the only 5-star BBB rated card buyer out there.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinigle here for Window Nation. You know, it is June. Summer is here along with those hot summer days, and that means constant AC use and high energy bills. It is time to upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy-efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com to book that consultation.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car-truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a super fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. But wait, there's more. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be switching to an American wireless company that's committed to keeping 100% of its customer service in this country. I appreciate that. In fact, that's why I switched. I also appreciate the way they support our vets and our skilled workforce. Dial pound 250, say micro, and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. That's pound 250 micro. Stop paying twice what you need to pay for the service you want and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
You're listening to The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
All right.
Woo! Is that Cardi D?
Yeah.
Yes, Cardi Double D.
Yeah.
ESPN at the beginning of the year, they made 30 bold but realistic predictions, one for each team.
Bold, you tell me.
Yeah, Zach Cram is the fella's name. And he decided now's a good time to go back and look at his at the decisions that he made. And one of the ones that he got an A+ on was the Knicks. His prediction: the Knicks finished third in the East in the regular season, but still reached the NBA Finals. Damn.
Well done, sir. I hope you put your money where your mouth is.
I would hope so too. Now some of these are like the Atlanta Hawks. He said Jalen Johnson makes the All-NBA third team, which he
Pretty
did.
impressive.
Yeah. So now, so it's not always about like how they'll do as a team. The Nuggets make the two Nuggets make the All-Star team. A+. They did. Toronto earns a top 6 seed. That's what they did. All right. His prediction for the Spurs. He said Victor Wembanyama will have the NBA's first quadruple double since David Robinson in 1994 and just the fifth in recorded history. Now, he did lead the league in blocks for the third year in a row. Never got double-digit blocks in the regular season, although he did put 12 up in a game against Minnesota. And in his lone game with 10 assists, he only got 1 block. So no quadruple double yet.
But it's coming. It's coming.
It's hard for me to argue with that because he says the same thing. Wemby's own reputation might get in the way of this achievement, as his intimidating rim protection prowess means opposing players often veer away from the basket instead of giving him blocks.
We're going to have to add nopes as a stat.
Still, it's difficult to imagine anything he can accomplish on the basketball court if he sets his mind to it. I'll probably make this exact same bold but realistic prediction again in a few months.
I agree. I think it's imminent.
You've said that for a while now. He's going to be recording quadruple doubles. Didn't work out this year, but yeah, not a bad call by him.
I'm pretty impressed so far.
For the Rockets, he said Alperen Şengün finishes top 10 in MVP voting. That was a disappointment.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of culprits there, and I think we might have. I don't think we've overhyped Şengün. I think he's still pretty solid. I think there were some other issues on that team that he had to deal with.
Yeah, and it says his player efficiency rating was basically the exact same it was a year ago.
Without a point guard.
Yeah, so it's not like he got worse. He just kind of plateaued.
Well, he didn't have a point guard.
And it said his level of production combined with the Rockets' mediocre fifth-place finish resulted in 0 MVP votes. And you're right. I do think if they had a point, but, we'll see. Here's one that was very wrong. Some people on the Brigade Bar may have agreed with it. The Utah Jazz. Ace Bailey will lead all rookies in scoring.
Yeah, we're off. Yeah. He got better as the year went on, but he ain't even close. Especially when compared with his running mate out of Rutgers.
No, he was fifth in scoring amongst rookies, 11th in usage rate, which
he didn't play a lot.
For a guy who shoots as much as he did, you'd expect more scoring.
I don't think they're mad at what he became. He just it's going to take a little bit longer to get there. It was obvious he's very, very immature.
Yeah, but they've added Jaren Jackson. They've got the number 2 pick. We will see if. I mean, Ace Bailey might not even be a starter.
I don't think he will next year. They've made moves.
If they draft A.J. DeBanza
they've made moves
or Darren Peterson
to supplement that position. So, no, he's going to have to fight for it.
Yeah. Some others that he was wrong on, the Lakers. He said the Lakers fall into the play-in tournament. Obviously, they exceeded that expectation.
And that was – I'm not mad at him for that. I mean, it is ridiculous that they managed to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they overachieved for sure.
Here's a really bad one. The Kings will make the play-in tournament.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know how you even began to think that.
Well, they finished with 60 losses, which is the second worst in their franchise's history. But Domantas Sabonis played 19 games.
Well, they had traded De'Aaron Fox away, their best guy, the year before. You thought they were going to play their way into the playoffs without him?
Zach LaVine played 39 games. Like, any good players that they had didn't.
Well, it was on purpose.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, they sat him at the end. They were trying to lose. So you could use that as an excuse, but they'd gotten so bad they didn't want to play him because they were already – it was a lost season.
I was wrong on this one. The Thunder become the third 70-win team in NBA history.
Well, I think we all were.
And then they started 24-1. And it was like, yeah, that's going to be easy.
And the injuries got them.
Yeah. I do think that if they were fully healthy, they probably win 70 games.
The injuries
and they might win 70 games. If they're healthy next year, they might win 70 games. But yeah, that one got me too.
And Chet is not what they thought he was going to be.
Yeah, well, you know what? We'll talk about Chet in the next segment. I've got a little something on Chet too. Golden State earns home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs.
Those old heads just couldn't do it, man.
They were the 10th seed in the West. Didn't I mean they played well early on, but another one, you lose Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, those old
you
heads.
lose Steph Curry for a long stretch. That's tough. The 76ers. He said the 76ers finished 41-41. I feel like and they were 45-37. But it felt like Philly exceeded expectations.
I think he made that prediction expecting that Joel to play a little bit more than he did.
Yeah.
And he didn't. I think that their drafting was appropriate. They're on their way up. But that was probably a little bit of a bold expectation to think that Joel would play as much.
Charlotte, 2 Hornets, Con Knippel and Ryan Kalkbrenner make all-rookie team.
He was half right.
He was half right. And I think Kalkbrenner is very good, too. Like, he's a starting big in the league. He's a guy I wish that the Spurs could have gotten a hold of him.
Dylan was spectacular. And obviously should be considered, the real gem of this draft because he was less than obvious by his draft position. But let's not laugh at Conn-Kniffel.
Yeah.
Carolina, man, hit it out of the park. Because I probably wouldn't have drafted him there. I wouldn't have taken him that high.
I wouldn't have either.
I didn't think defensively he'd be able to keep up. And congratulations, you found one.
Here's a bold one that worked out. Cavaliers finished with a below-average defense.
Well, and they took a little bit of James Harden help.
They finished 15th in defensive rating, which is,
that's above average.
4 straight seasons of top 10 defenses, which were coincide with the first 4 seasons of having Evan Mobley. No shock.
Mm-hmm. And Jared Allen. It helps.
But yeah, to a backcourt of James Harden and Donovan Mitchell is probably that probably drags you down a little bit. But yeah, they did finish 15th in the league in defense.
As much as Oklahoma City, there has to be, of course, you're very upset. You were primed. You had the dudes. You should have won. Cleveland should be second in line in what could have been, should have been.
I think so, too.
Yeah, they have a team that it was title contending worthy, and they laid a freaking egg against. And it turns out the Knicks are far better than we expected, but it shouldn't have been that easy. You know what I mean? It shouldn't have been a rollover like that.
And his prediction on Minnesota ended up being right. You would have liked this one, too. Mike Conley loses his starting spot.
He is the poor guy. Just destined to never win anything.
Had started 97% of the game since joining the T-Wolves, but basically this prediction was clinched on opening night when they got DiVincenzo into the lineup. Conley did start 5 playoff games because of injuries, but through most of the season.
And did yeoman's work, but the guy has always been at the wrong place at the wrong time and way overpaid no matter where he was.
Yeah, and it's unlikely that Conley's back next year. More likely they're going to keep around Ayo Dosunmu, who looks like he's got some real game. And I assume he'll probably be a starter for them going forward.
I expect some pretty significant changes coming out of Minneapolis.
Do you?
Yeah, I think that they're going to.
When you say significant, are you talking like
one of their studs is going to be dangled? I don't know which one.
Okay. It's not going to be Anthony Edwards.
Well, it's not going to be Edwards. It's not going to be Dosunmu. But if I had Julius Randle dangling out there or Rudy Gobert, I certainly would.
I'm sure
offer him up.
I'm sure they'd love to get rid of Rudy Gobert. But the idea that you can have DiVincenzo, Anthony Edwards, Dosunmu, Julius Randle, and Naz Reid, that's an appealing starting 5, certainly.
I get the sense that by trade deadline next year, they're going to realize that this roster, as it's currently manufactured, is not good enough.
I'm guessing you're right. All right, let's take a break. Sorry, I've kind of ignored the Brigade Bar a little bit today because our Wi-Fi is.
Spotty.
Let's call it spotty is a very nice word. Very nice word. All right, let's take a break. I'll give you the latest on Chet on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Our heaviest delay continues to be on 35 northbound between Riddiman to 410, where we've got some ongoing road work, and it's causing about a 27-minute delay. 35 northbound Theo, south side of town, got an accident. We've got the right lane and the off-ramp blocked. 410 southbound Ray Ellison, that's a pothole repair going on right now. It's in the right lane, so stop and go from Medina Base Road. And 35 northbound 410 to Randolph, road work. Roadway reduced to 1 lane. That's about a 10-minute delay. Slow from Walsham. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Red Diamond Tea.
Go ahead. Sip into summer with Red Diamond. Fresh brewed with just 3 simple ingredients. Tea, water, and sugar. Always cold and ready in the refrigerated section. Red Diamond Fresh Brewed Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone, low energy, low sex drive, low motivation. 100% of them can get it all back and feel like themselves again at Synergenics, whose providers are experts in hormone health. They work to tailor their TRT plans to make sure levels are where they need to be so every patient can feel great, look great, and live their best lives. They accept most insurance plans. Get your energy, focus, and drive back by booking your free testosterone test at Synergenics.com. That's Synergenics.com.
Looking for your new favorite spot in Stone Oak? Head to Doghouse Beer Garden for the best gourmet all-beef hot dogs, handcrafted sausages, and premium smash burgers, all on grilled King's Hawaiian rolls. And check out their brand new menu. Watch all the games at Doghouse Beer Garden, Stone Oak. It's a full-service bar and grill with 24 rotating craft beers on draft, plus wine and signature cocktails. Open late for summer at Stone Oak Parkway in 281. See for yourself why this is where being in the Doghouse is fun. The Doghouse Beer Garden in Stone Oak.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You could win unmatched views of the match during the Twin Peaks Go for the Gold giveaway presented by Michelob Ultra and Casamigos. Visit TwinPeaksSoccer.com to enter for your chance to win by June 14th. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views.
Ever tried answering emails with kids running through the house? Coldplay Cove is the better way to work and parent. A modern family space where you can grab coffee, work, recharge, and connect while your child safely learns and plays nearby. Built for families, rooted in community. Learn more at coldplaycove.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. This World Cup season, there's only one place to experience every USA match with fellow fans. Social Spot in San Antonio. Join them for the ultimate World Cup watch parties featuring giant screens, delicious food, tasty snacks, ice-cold beer, and the electrifying atmosphere of soccer's biggest tournament. Bring your friends, wear your red, white, and blue, and cheer on Team USA every step of the way. Catch all the action at Social Spot, 930 Broadway. Social Spot and San Antonio Sports Star. Your home for the 2026 World Cup watch parties. Don't miss a minute of the excitement.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, all the reaction from Game 3 of the NBA Finals. In fact, we will head to New York. Jeff McDonald of the San Antonio Express News will break down everything that happened in Game 3, and we'll start looking ahead to Game 4. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. San Antonio's Sports Center.
In college football news, a crazy story. Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby has been granted a temporary injunction by a Lubbock, Texas retired judge, clearing him to play for the season despite being declared ineligible by the NCAA for wagering on college sports up to $90,000 by his own admission. The NCAA said it would appeal the decision. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The NFL lives right here. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sing it, Warren. All right. Chet Holmgren, who had, quite frankly, a disastrous Western Conference Finals, and it immediately popped up rumors of, would Chet be around for next year?
I wouldn't trade him.
No. I mean,
just understand who he is.
I think that's fair. I mean, I think that's semi-fair.
He's one of the top 5 defensive centers in the league.
Yeah.
I don't get rid of that.
No, it's a valuable thing.
Our guy just happens to be better.
He is just better. Sam Presti, who, is a level-headed dude. He's not making any wild, crazy decisions based on short-term sample sizes. He came out and said, Chet's one of our guys. He had his probably the most egregious performance was Game 7, 4 points on 2 shots, which just should never happen when you're a player of that caliber. But Presti said he's been so impactful. He drives winning on so many different levels for us. We were sweeping our way to the Western Conference Finals primarily because of his efforts in those series. All that to say, he didn't have a great series in the last series. But if you go back and look at some of the greatest players in the game, they all have moments where they run into defeat or struggle. That's what makes them great players. They're able to continue to move on from that and improve. They say that they've got no doubt that Chet Holmgren is a part of this team going forward. Jake Fisher reported earlier this month that the team's more likely to make moves around the margins than break up their core.
Makes sense.
And Presti said 2 things about Chet I'd also add. 1, he's an underdog. We've seen that everywhere. He's being questioned all the time. I watched the guy was even in high school. People had all kinds of questions and doubts. That's nothing new to this guy. He's used to being an underdog. That's why he fits here so well. The other thing about him is he's a guy that is intrinsically motivated. He doesn't need people questioning or things on the internet to drive his improvement. The best example of that is we won the finals last year, won the championship. He was dominant in Game 7 defensively and through a lot of the playoffs. Then look how much better he got over the summer. Came into the summer with no Jalen, and he was significantly improved. That's coming off a finals win. He doesn't need somebody to nudge him. He doesn't need somebody to question him. It's just kind of how he's wired. So I'm not really concerned about him. This is part of the path that we're on. The good thing is you get to confront those things again and continue to improve, and I'm confident that he'll be ready to go.
As he should.
And listen, Chet had a bad Western Conference Finals. There's no defending his Western Conference Finals performance. But if they're fully healthy next year, Chet's their third best player. And you're going to have a hard time finding many teams who will complain about having the second best defensive player in the league playing big who can get out and get you some shots as your third best player.
He's got to get better, but he also has to understand who he is, and he has to refine some of his game, and he's going to have to get more aggressive, but that's going to come with age. He's still a young kid, too. But I say all that knowing full well that he is not Wemby, no matter what he is, and don't think he is. And I think OKC had this expanded belief that he could be capable of doing things that Wemby
I don't think they thought that.
Watching the Oklahoma City crowd over the last couple of years.
That team is built around Shea and Jalen Williams. The
reason I think he took so much abuse is he was not what they thought he was.
See, I don't know that that's even true, though.
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, again, like,
he was a 16-point, 8 rebound a night guy, and he averaged about 4.5 to 6,
right,
and 6 rebounds.
And that'd be like Orlando when Shaq got his lunch money taken by Hakeem, just saying, well, I guess Shaq isn't what we thought he was. It's crazy. Like
but there was Shaq and Hakeem. We knew there was an obvious. They were both extraordinary in their own idioms. I think the best you can ever hope for now is he's going to be your third best player, and I think that'll be on every team. And I think that the expectation is at 7'4", the way that you block shots, that he was going to become this Rudy Gobert that became that valuable on that side of the court, and he's not.
What's funny, I think he's more valuable than Rudy Gobert. Here's why. I think he's equal as far as a defensive player and a significantly better offensive.
He was much significantly better offensively.
He was much better defensive than Rudy Gobert was this year.
He is not a threat at the rim to be. I mean, he's a weak side shot blocker. That's what he is, and you use him for what he is. But he is not what I think Oklahoma City truly thought. They got the 1B version of Wemby, and they didn't. They got a very athletic big, the likes of which we hadn't seen before, but the comparisons aren't even fair. He's a very solid third best player on just about every team.
But, I mean, outside of people in San Antonio, I don't know who wanted to compare him to Wemby.
OKC people did.
Well, they were just wrong then.
But yeah, I'm just saying they believe that he is not what they thought he was.
You're talking about fans. I don't believe Sam Presti thought.
No. I think Sam Presti found that there's not as quite a big a heart in that line than they hoped, and he quit. He did. I agree. He had checked out, and that's disheartening. But that doesn't mean you end things. He just needs to go back to work, and hopefully this was the incentive to get him there. But to expect him to even be close to Wemby is not fair. It's just not. Wemby is going to things and places that no one in the history of this game has gone, and he is a very good mobile big, the likes of which is where the league is going. He just happens to be not the showcase guy that they had hoped he'd be. That doesn't mean that Oklahoma City is any worse. You just got to plan for what he is.
Yeah, and I guess I never let myself think that Chet was more than what Chet is. I mean, I think Chet is an elite rim defender.
Weak side. He's got to put on some weight, man. He's going to have to own the paint. I mean, he has, just like Victor does.
Yeah. Oh no, I agree. But I mean, if there was an NBA that didn't have Victor Wembanyama in it, we'd look at Chet and go, "Oh, Chet blocked 130
We've
something.
Never seen anything
he
like
blocked 130 something shots this year. He's as good as it gets." But because Wemby exists, if that's the standard you're being held to, yet very few people will ever live up to that.
That's the sad thing, that everybody that went against Kareem and the greats, even though they were great too, they're always going to be outshined by what Victor did, because he's just different. And just because they're the same height and they look the same and they play the same kind of outside-in game does not mean they're the same.
But make no mistake, this is not like Wemby's Michael Jordan and Wemby's Harold Miner.
No, I'm not saying that. But again, I think that he is going to be a fine, consistent third-team All-NBA, first-team All-NBA defense guy for the rest of his career. But he's not going to be the dude that's going to lead you, and he's not even really going to be your second best guy because he can, at least to this point, be taken out by guys of equal size and maneuverability. And then there's the heart thing, which you're going to have to prove you're ready to fight.
And I will say this for OKC, there's a world where Chet is quickly becoming the fourth most valuable piece for them because I think Cason Wallace is I think Cason Wallace is going to be a great player in this league.
They're going to be able to afford it.
You're right. I don't know if he'll be there. That's what it'll boil down to. All right, got to tell you about Underdog Fantasy, and World Cup is right upon us, friends. It's almost here, man. 48 teams, 104 games.
We got
39 days.
Got a friendly tonight.
Here
in San Antonio.
Oh, yeah. One nation underdog, and you can feel the thrill now, and it's a lot more thrilling if you got some scratch in the game on Underdog. It's just like any other game you play on Underdog, just like you played the NBA Finals last night. You make higher or lower picks on goals, assists, shots on target, and you get some scratch down, and your whole perception of the match changes. I might not care about Senegal playing Iraq tonight, but I guarantee you if I got some money in the game, I'm going to be watching it. And here's the other deal. Anybody who plays, you play any World Cup game on Underdog, and you're automatically entered for a shot at $25 million. 25 people will get $1 million each if the USA wins the whole thing. Now, it's a long shot, but you play a $5 entry and you got a shot to win $1 million. That is the kind of lottery ticket I'm looking for, guys. Download the app today. Use my promo code ALAMO, ALAMO. You'll score $50 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO, Underdog. Make picks and win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play-and-get-terms_DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits one, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQ-Bar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ-Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Try our delicious IQ Bar Sampler Pack with 9 plant protein bars, 8 hydration mixes, and 4 mushroom coffee sticks. And now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
Hey, this is Lauren. And a little thing I love about the hash brown scrambled burrito is that it's going to add the protein that you need. The eggs with those crispy nuggets. It's the ultimate combo.
Hi, this is Maya, and a little thing I love about the hash brown scrambled burrito is that it's packed with protein. Having Chick-fil-A chicken in a breakfast burrito is just phenomenal to me. You have the chicken, you have the eggs, and then you add these hash browns. It's just complete, honestly.
Order the Chick-fil-A hash brown scrambled burrito and Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Power your drive with Mobil 1 motor oil. Buy 5 quarts, get $15 back, and score a fast and furious prize after rebate at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
My name is Emma. I am 13 years old. 6 years ago, I was injured in a car accident that left me paralyzed from the waist down. Once I completed rehab, my mom applied for a canine companion service dog. Last January, I finally got to meet my service dog, Marcia. We quickly developed a very strong bond. Together, we go to my horseback riding lessons, school band practice, swim meets, and archery classes. Together, we pick vegetables, and we like to cut flowers. I love Marcia. She makes me feel like together we can do anything. I can't imagine life without her. She's a part of the family. We are just one of the thousands of teams Canine Companions has paired together over the past 50 years. With your help, we can continue for another 50. Visit canine.org to see the many ways you can change lives.
I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
I think as a society, we pocket watch too much. We worry about what other people do with their money. And the Knicks game last night was another great example of that. Knicks fans who have plenty of stuff to be pissed off about today, like, Mikal Bridges not showing up to the game. That would have been nice, right? Like if he would have gotten there on time and actually played. Oh, wait, he did? Oh, well, played a lot better. Lots of things to bitch about. Mike Brown complaining about the refs after a loss. What they're complaining about most today, DJ Khaled.
On his phone, just wasting his money.
Yeah, DJ Khaled. Who buys seats like this? Who the hell buys a seat like this DJ Khaled and just plays on his phone the whole time? He's crushing candy instead of watching the Knicks. What are we doing? DJ Khaled's got enough dough. He wants to go sit and be seen at the Knicks game and play on his phone. It ain't what I would do, but I can't hate on him.
I think a lot of people handle stress in a lot of different ways. And I think it's a very stressful situation watching his team down most of the game. He was on his phone. Couldn't look.
I think the worst thing for DJ Khaled is because he was looking at his phone the whole time, people could see the paint job on his head. That was the worst part. It's like you could see the, if you want to call it a painter or a barber, whoever lined him up made some mistakes. He was sitting right between Jimmy Johnson and Fat Joe, so obviously had the good seats, row AA. Mm-hmm. But when Fat Joe and Jimmy Johnson, they didn't have their phone in their hands the whole time. DJ Khaled did. He
was following his bets.
Maybe that's what it was. But I also, I don't know. Maybe don't worry about what DJ Khaled's doing. If he wants to answer emails, He wants to.
So many people trying to get in that building. People spending $8,000 to sit in the last row. So I get it. That's your life's dream. And this cat's sitting on a front row on his phone. I get being a little bit about, man, this ain't right.
Well, go get millions of dollars, and you could have done the exact same thing.
I get where it's coming from. And
life's dreams are a lot easier to attain when you've got money.
That's kind of the reason why all those guys came here, because they couldn't get in the building there.
Yeah. Here's what you need to do. Come up with a catchy thing like, another one. And then you've got all the money in the world, and now you can go sit at the Knicks game and play on your phone if that's what you want to do. No big deal. But we got to stop pocket watching. We can't worry about it's akin to how did those crazy Hispanic fans all get in? How did they afford these tickets?
He's fat.
Remember that lady? Well, now everybody's wondering, why is DJ Khaled blowing money? DJ Khaled probably blew money on. That probably one of the most expensive thing DJ Khaled did yesterday.
Well, somebody next to him spent $1 million to be there. I wonder if they were on the phone.
I doubt it.
Oh,
but
man. You got to be kidding me, man.
But yeah, DJ Khaled, if he wants to burn up his money, let him burn up his money. And you want to be a. Would you rather? I'd rather him be like. I'd rather him do what he was doing than what Spike Lee was doing.
There's something about New York. You're allowed to just walk on the court.
Yeah, Spike Lee. There's no rules for Spike
Lee.
Go
go argue with the refs. Go ahead, Spike. Just do whatever you want. We know you're old and you've always been a Knicks fan, so you can be the 8th coach or the 4th ref.
My son was like, "Why aren't they calling a technical on him every time he gets on the floor?" And I said, "Because he's been doing that since I was a little kid." Like
pretty much.
Yeah.
I remember when the Rockets played the Knicks in the mid '90s. I was like, who is this guy? Why is he? And of course, when I'm 14, I don't know a Spike Lee movie. I don't know a Spike Lee joint from anything.
But he has been a Knicks fan as long as I can remember.
Yeah,
So
and kudos to him for that.
It's a little bit of deference, but dude, come on. You're not allowed to jump up and argue with the refs because you were upset with a call.
It is a little odd.
It's fun to watch. Don't get me wrong.
I like it too. But obviously, a lot of celebrities just wanted to go be seen. I think first time the Knicks have been in the final since '99. You just wanted to be on that row. I think they've decided everybody in New York City is going to be on that row, and I don't know. Maybe DJ Khaled doesn't even really care about basketball. He just wanted to be seen.
He was seen, and he better start caring.
What I mean, it's not like he's going to.
What I'm saying is they're about to run out of games.
Oh,
you better start paying attention.
But I don't think he's all that concerned with. I spent this much money on these tickets. DJ Khaled's got money to burn, Bubba.
And he was the poorest guy on his row.
Yeah. Also, I don't know how he's a New York fan. I don't know where he's from, but I think of him as either like a Louisiana or Florida guy for some reason. I might be wrong. But either way.
Yeah, Florida makes sense.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. But there's people wanting ban DJ Khaled from all future Knicks games. Please sign this petition. 1 hour to go.
Riding the work with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. It's the Morning Huddle, KTFM Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Our heaviest delay continues to be on 35 northbound between Riddiman to 410, where we've got some ongoing road work, and it's causing about a 27-minute delay. 35 northbound Theo, south side of town, got an accident. We've got the right lane and the off-ramp blocked. 410 southbound Ray Ellison, that's a pothole repair going on right now. It's in the right lane, so stop and go from Medina Base Road. And 35 northbound 410 to Randolph, road work. Roadway reduced to one lane. That's about a 10-minute delay. Slow from Walsham. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by RockAuto.com.
Ooh, bent tie rod. What are you going to do?
I'm way ahead of you. I'll be on RockAuto.com before you can even finish this commercial.
He's right. RockAuto.com. Parts when you need them.
Game 4 is Wednesday. Check out the Doghouse Beer Garden on Stone Oak Parkway. Pre-game with a live broadcast of the Blitz from 2 to 6, and then stick around and watch the game. Gourmet dogs, burgers, cold beer, and Game 4. See you Wednesday at the Doghouse Beer Garden on Stone Oak Parkway.
Need a reason to call Thomas J. Henry Law after a car accident? How about $1 billion? Because Thomas J. Henry Law fights even when the insurance company says your claim is worth nothing. Thomas J. Henry doesn't back down. That's how we put over $1 billion in our clients' pockets in just the last 4 years, and why we're one of the largest personal injury law firms in Texas. Car accident? Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinigal here for Window Nation. You know, it is June. Summer is here along with those hot summer days, and that means constant AC use and high energy bills. It is time to upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy-efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com to book that consultation.
Now at Lowe's, faster quotes start at the Lowe's Pro Desk. Got a material list handwritten on a sticky note or saved as a photo? Perfect. Bring it to us and get a quote in minutes. And if you don't see what you need on the shelf, we'll help you get it. You can access thousands of products beyond what's available in store or on Lowe's.com, right from the Lowe's Pro Desk. Build quotes faster and source the materials you need to keep your jobs moving. Just like that, at Lowe's.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the Spurs got their first win of the finals, holding off the Knicks last night, 115-111. The Spurs snapped the Knicks' 13-game playoff win streak. Wemby had 32 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 blocks, to lead the way, while Steph Castle added 23, including a clutch 3 late in the game. Spurs now trail 2-1. The Game 4 is set for tomorrow night in Madison Square Garden.
Sports Center brought to you by SAPDcareers.com. The San Antonio Police Department is always hiring.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. What a day to be alive in San Antonio.
We need that cleanup crew to military drive staff.
Yeah. Rob was showing me some of y'all thick bottom ladies out there getting down last night. I ain't mad at you.
Everybody get your hoses, your brooms, your buckets. We got some scrubbing and cleaning to do.
Yeah.
And Selena wannabes, carry on.
Yep.
Carry on. You be you,
I think,
and her.
In the words of the great poet Frederick Mercury, fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round.
Again, I think we need to post them all in one place. Have one little area.
Yeah.
You can.
Vic's house.
Twerk it.
Vic's front yard.
Yeah, my front
we'll
yard.
call it Torta Central.
It's all full of dirt.
And we will.
You ain't going to kill your grass. At least you ain't going to worry about that.
Get out and get busy all night long.
Yeah.
The thing about putting them all in one place is now you're causing earthquakes. You're causing
earthquakes, and we need to put it close to a Whataburger. I mean, we're going to take care of them. They're going to be able to eat.
Yeah, they'll screw up the foundation. Don't come in.
Start potholes and all kinds of stuff. But it's worth it. It's a party.
Yes,
celebration for all involved.
It's funny. They dress up in like fancy dresses too, like they're going out to the club.
I'm telling you,
they're just going up and down, driving on a road. It's very odd to me.
A brand new environment that I am all for. Just let's clean up, be nice.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm glad to have that problem. if the big girls, if the thick bottoms are out dancing, that means some good things have happened here in San Antonio.
Yeah.
You can't be mad at
We
that.
are stimulating the economy from the food to the T-shirts.
There's
flags,
free food somewhere.
Yes, and if they're dancing, good things have happened. That's how we do it, baby. That's how we do it. 24 people arrested at a watch party yesterday.
There or here?
There.
They were a little rowdy. If you're wearing Spurs gear up there, it was not a safe environment.
Yes. Apparently some people, there's a video of them tearing Wemby jerseys into rags. And
jeez. I'm all for it, man.
Yeah, I don't know. This feels like a
hey, we're going to have to get used to being the most hated team in basketball, if not sports, here in a couple years. When we're hanging 70, 75 wins, which seems imminent, bro, that we're going to be a despised basketball team.
Stephen A. Smith, who came out and said that Trump had no business at the game.
Oh, Stephen A.'s got low IQ.
And if it causes the Knicks to lose tonight, I'm blaming him. Well, President Trump.
That's code word.
Yeah, he said you need a certain aptitude before running for president. He's a nice guy, but he's you got to have a certain aptitude. You need a high IQ. I'm not sure Stephen has that. I don't think that he does. So now he's taking shots at Stephen A. He said, I'm blaming the president of the United States. I'm going to stay on that. I've been fair-minded down the middle as an independent for a long time. Hell hath no fury like Stephen A. scorned if the Knicks lose tonight.
And they did.
Okay. All right. Stephen A. said that it was narcissistic, selfish and narcissistic to show up at the game. Trump just called him a dummy.
It was beautiful, brother. It was absolutely beautiful. We've had bigger wins. We've brought home trophies after wins, but I've never had anything more fulfilling than last night. I mean, there's lots of work to be done, and I'm not even sure it can be done. But last night might have made everything else worth it.
Trump, please go to Game 4.
Oh, please go to Game 4.
Yeah.
And can we go ahead and find out where Ted Cruz is and keep him away from our city?
Yeah.
Can we just go ahead and put out like what's it called, a bolo?
Yeah,
be on the lookout for? Let's put a bolo out on Ted Cruz. You're not allowed to come. You are not.
Ted Cruz is going to show up with those nuns on his arm.
Oh yeah, no.
Next thing you know, the nuns' buses are going to be catching on fire and breaking down. He'll be at the game, and there'll be a slight hint of a thunderstorm, and he'll be on a plane to Cancun before we get done.
Maybe we can get Trump down here to the Frost Center.
No, you don't need to come down here, sir.
Well, I mean, what if it ensured a Knicks win? Or a Knicks
ensures
loss, I mean. A Knicks
if it
loss.
ensures a loss.
If he's bad juju for the Knicks, then come on.
Come on down. You're welcome, but I don't think that's the case. I think it was truly, and it didn't cause the loss. But one of the best things about being at home is normalcy. Teams, I don't care how old you are on a team, there is a certain amount of scheduled understanding in your life.
Yeah.
That I wake up and I do this at 2 and I do this at 3. And when I'm at home, I wake up and I do this and I do that. And that's why I'm so comfortable at home, because I have my process. In the road, I don't have that process. Well, that completely interrupted their home process yesterday, from the time they got to the game, from the security they had to go through when they were there, all the security his friends, all their players' friends and family had to go through to get in there early, all because of this. It did interrupt. Now, it's not the reason they lost, but when you pile up all the little things when you lose, that was one of them.
Yeah. My guess is that at some point there's got to be a dud game in this series, right?
I don't think that's the case. I think
you think every game's going to be that good, that close?
Close is one thing. Just because the game is close doesn't mean it's good. I mean, that wasn't a well-played basketball game.
No, but it was an entertaining game.
I don't think there's going to be a separation into the fourth quarter. No, I think this is going to be tight all the way through, because both teams kind of feed off the frenetic energy. But both teams tried real hard last night, but neither team shot the lights out. This one made bigger shots than the other, and that's been like that in all 3 games.
Oh, Alexandra brings something up that is actually pretty astute.
Why are you surprised by that?
Notice who wasn't in town yesterday.
In New York?
No, here.
Oh, Reinagel.
Joe
right?
Reinagel. Maybe Joe Reinegel's the bad juju.
Well, he's in another country, so.
He's in Mexico.
Stay there,
Joe,
man.
listen, sleepy Joe Reinagel. You can stay in Mexico for all I care. You're not welcome back.
Oh, man, I'll trade places with you.
You want to live here?
You want to come back? You can come back. I'll be the hostage in exchange. I'll go to Cancun.
Joe, you want to live here? It requires a high level of IQ. Believe me, I don't think you've got that.
Who had the highest level IQ? Who's sitting in Cancun and who else is sitting at work?
Well, President Trump got into the Knicks game for free.
Yeah, did he?
No, you know he got in for free.
I think I cost him somewhere.
No, he used taxpayer money to pay.
Somehow, somewhere.
Yeah, the three of us paid. Well, at least
Jimmy D got some money out of
Rob
this.
and I paid for it.
Oh, yeah. No, I got refunded.
Yeah, Vic. Oh, yeah. That doesn't seem right. My taxpayer dollars going to President Trump sitting at the game. Doing this salute.
Is this the least he takes from me?
And then he takes a nap.
Yeah, did you see the video? Him both and Dolan asleep.
I salute all the American soldiers. I'd like to salute you. And I know if you could see me, you would salute me back. Because I am the General Commander-in-Chief.
The way he got blasted during the national anthem was expected. And you had to know that anybody who's broadcasting it knew it was coming.
Yeah.
And they let it rip. They didn't have to show him on camera during the national anthem. They didn't have to.
No.
They chose to.
Maybe could have done better timing.
But they knew what they were doing.
They should have done it during the Spurs introductions.
They should. You know what? If you were brilliant, that's what you do.
The Spurs didn't get booed as loud as the president.
And did you notice we never talked about
That's crazy. It's true though.
Yeah.
Like I watched the Spurs intros, and they were like, "Oh, boo, boo." Then the president said, "Boo!"
During the anthem. Did you notice that in game one for the Spurs intro? Did you notice the goofy music we played for them in game one?
Yeah,
for the
like
Knicks?
a clown.
Like,
yeah.
We didn't do that in game 2 or 3. They didn't do that to us. I wonder if the NBA kind of cracked down on that.
It seems like they would.
I thought that was pretty funny.
You know, one thing I noticed about the Knicks, and I don't know if they do this at every game, but I noticed it during the finals. They play music during the possessions.
Oh yeah, that's common now.
And not when the Spurs have the ball, like when the Knicks have the ball. And I'm not talking about like. Like I'm talking about like full-on songs with lyrics playing.
They're not supposed to be able to do that, but most teams are given a little bit of. Spurs got bad at doing that a couple of years ago, and they kind of cut back.
I know if you do it only when your opponent's on offense, and then you shut it off, they'll cut that out.
Yeah.
But I noticed, and that's why most teams just don't do it.
Right.
But the Knicks had like songs playing while they were in possession of the ball.
I've always liked it. I appreciate that. I'm all about making every bit of my home court an advantage. And if you're not used to that, I'm going to try to get used to it and do the same thing. I don't think it affects the player one bit. If you're a player and you hear the music, you're about to lose. I don't care what's going on. So the players don't know, but for fans, I think it's kind of fun.
You know what I tried once when I was young in my radio career? I'd had some success and like I was kind of getting to do what I wanted to do. And I tried a thing where I just had music playing all throughout my show. Like just
music bed?
Low down in the background. And I would just it'd be playing the whole segment and I would just talk over it. And eventually they were like, "Yeah, we don't like this.
You can't.
People don't like it." I guess
we love the bed when it fits, but the suits have never liked it.
No.
We've all felt like, if we had a nice music bed, it would keep tempo and rhythm and stuff.
Yeah, I'd have fun doing that.
It gets a little old, and for whatever reason.
I don't know, man. I feel like everybody loves music.
To an extent.
Music makes the people.
Oh, well.
Madonna told me that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Madonna knows. She knows more about it than, no offense, but more than our suits know. More about music. All right. Let's take a brief intermission, as they call it in the business. When we come back, we've got some more sports, and I've got an update. You remember that kid up in the Dallas area who stabbed the dude to get at the track meet?
this is nationwide news. If we weren't paying so much attention to basketball, I have a sense that it's at top of the menu for a lot of talkers.
I'll update you on that. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
How you feeling this morning? I hope you didn't wake up in pain after the celebration last night. Did you sprain something leaping off the couch or patting yourself on the back for picking the Spurs? If you're hurt in any way, I want you to listen real close. So many of us live with pain, and we don't have to. This is 2026. Arasti is here to help, and they're available now. What I mean by that is you don't need a referral to go see an Arasti provider. They're close. I bet there's one less than 10 minutes from where you are right now, and they're literally experts at getting people out of pain. Highly trained medical professionals who have gone and sought the Arasti certification. That is special in the industry. That shows that you've taken the time and have the wherewithal to get people out of pain in ways that, quite frankly, patients might not be accustomed to, because this is not about take a couple of pills and call me later. This is not about rest it till it doesn't hurt anymore. This is your body fixing itself in a remarkably quick amount of time. On average, Arasti patients get fixed in under 4 visits. So what are you waiting on? Write this number down. It's 1-800-404-6050. No, you don't need a referral. They're going to accept insurances, and they're going to get to work on you right now. Call them today. Let them fix you. When they do, come on by. Thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your midday commute, for the most part, we are in good shape. No major incidents going on. Just cleared that road work at 35 northbound 410 to Randolph. I-10 upper level westbound. That's still set up between North Frio Street on over to Calabria. Just the left lane is open. Noticing some delays along 1604 northbound Calabria to Houseman. And if you guys see something we're not talking about this midday, give us a call on the traffic tip line. We'll go and check it out. 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
She was the sister who went unnoticed.
A daffodil might look plain next to a lily, but on its own there is much to be admired.
Now her greatest chapter is yet to come.
The most important thing is to be yourself.
From the world of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice comes a new BritBox original drama,
Mary, you will flourish.
Based on the best-selling novel, The Other Bennett Sister, now streaming only on BritBox. Watch with a free trial at BritBox.com.
Doug. There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
Rev up Father's Day gift giving at summitracing.com. You'll find unique gifts, parts, tools, accessories, and more. Or give the perfect card, a Summit Racing gift card. Shop summitracing.com, plus enroll in the rewards program to get more power in every purchase.
I've taken up candle making.
Nigel, the whole office smells like wet dog and gym socks.
My nose is highly refined.
Folks, if your home smells a little off, it might be your AC. Watermoon's Breathe Easy package pulls and deep cleans your blower motor, blower wheel, and housing, cleans your coil in place, disinfects the inside of your AC cabinet, and installs a UV light to help zap bacteria and other nasties hiding in your unit. All for just $6.95.
Quarter-room plumbing, heat, and AC. 210-651-5899. License number TACLA 141-074-EM16004.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car-truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code ADVANCE to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code ADVANCE to borrow up to $10,000. Use code ADVANCE to borrow up to $10,000.
You could win unmatched views of the match during the Twin Peaks Go for the Gold giveaway presented by Michelob Ultra and Casamigos. Visit TwinPeaksSoccer.com to enter for your chance to win by June 14th. Twin Peaks Eats, Drinks, Scenic Views.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Welcome to the hood. Welcome to Vic's hood.
Military, brother.
Carmelo Anthony with a K, Carmelo.
Okay.
Who you may remember, and I didn't remember his name was Carmelo Anthony, but I remember the story last year when he is accused of stabbing another kid at the track meet, 17-year-old kid, and killing him. Was it Frisco? Is that right?
In Frisco.
Dallas area.
Track meet.
The defense rested yesterday, and he never took the stand.
Well, that's not uncommon.
It's not uncommon, except in cases where your plea is self-defense, which is the case here. So
who says it's not uncommon?
So they're saying, the story that I'm reading here says the judge apparently acknowledgement is often a key component of self-defense trials in Texas, it says.
Yes.
And this is a defense lawyer named Jeremy Rosenthal who's talking about this. He's in Collin County where it's happening. To get a self-defense charge, you have to have what is called a burden of production. You have to show through your own evidence that you do not contest the conduct. Basically saying
yeah, I killed him.
I did it, but here's why I did it. He never acknowledged, though, in this case, he acknowledged that he did it.
But the attorneys are saying by the film, by the video, by the testimony of the witnesses, they established it. That's what they're saying. Now, my question to you, and this is the scary thing, is would you put, he's now, 19?
19 years old.
But would you put a 19-year-old kid on the stand to defend himself in this situation? And it's a tough question. I don't know if I would trust the fact. I mean, you don't know what he's going to do, and he could say something inadvertently just because he's a kid that could put him in prison for life. He didn't mean to say, but he did. It would be tough for me to put him up there. I agree with the premise that you're going to have to establish that, but my goodness.
So they said basically the arguments for allowing the jury to downgrade to manslaughter seems stronger than for an acquittal because of the self-defense thing, because there's no, again, you have to accept the burden if you're going to be in self-defense.
Right.
But this lawyer says, I've always thought this was a bit of an uphill battle for the defense simply because a knife was introduced into the conflict so quickly.
The story's just awful.
He said, I never read about any testimony that indicated the conflict was particularly intense before the stabbing. But the prosecution apparently, they also are having a hard time with first-degree murder because it doesn't sound like Anthony went there wanting to kill somebody.
I think we can all agree that was not the case.
It was an aggressive, reckless act combined with really bad luck.
Feels like manslaughter. It always has.
Yeah, Body camera footage in which Anthony tells the officer that he put his hands on me and asks, is he okay? Apparently that will also help the defense paint him as an angry, reckless kid, not a cold-blooded killer. But even in Texas, the fear of deadly force is required to prove that deadly force is justified.
And he was holding a knife, and the other guy wasn't.
Right.
You brought a knife. Why were you carrying a knife to a track meet?
Yeah, and that means the defense will have to prove that Anthony feared for his life when Metcalf tried to push him out of his team's awning in the stadium.
Well, what had happened was it's a track meet. Anybody's been where everybody's got their awning and they hang out. Well, it had started to rain.
Yeah.
And the kid went to get out of the rain, and they said, get out of here. You're not with our team or whatever it might be. And then they went to fists, and it just went south. And then you play in the Dallas environment, which is tragically polarized ethnically. I mean, it's a black-white thing that's going on in a north part of Dallas in a white neighborhood with a white kid and a black kid, and this is just horrible. Everything about this story is awful.
Yeah. A verdict could be handed down as early as tomorrow evening. They've got a judge who, this guy named John Roach, who they say has a reputation for efficiency, and this is the last trial of his career. He has extended courthouse hours and even held proceedings on Saturday. He once ripped into the prosecution team for showing 2 minutes late from a recess. They said Roach is efficient. He will eat jail food with the inmates over lunch to see how it tastes. He'll wear an ankle monitor to see how it hurts. He's got the heart of a servant, and that's all you can ask for. So
they got a good judge, they hope. If you're in the defense, it's the trial itself is in a different part of the Dallas County. It's of an entirely white jury. No matter the outcome.
It is an entirely white jury?
Yes, it is.
Oh, this kid's roasted. That's unfortunate.
So,
I say it's unfortunate. I don't know.
The evidence should speak for itself. It's just absolutely so tragic.
It is hard for me to imagine a world where you get into a pushing match at a high school event and someone pulls out a knife. Like, it's hard for me to justify
At the end of the day, you brought a knife, man. Why are you carrying a knife?
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So my guess is this kid is roasted. And this is like they showed the autopsy photo, and he refused to look at it, and they say that Carmelo Anthony was asked to leave the tent 15 times, and then finally he said, "Touch me and find out what happens," which apparently that they're trying to say, well, that could be taken as "touch me and I'll kill you." Which, who knows what that means.
And it's driving rain. Why are you throwing a kid out of a tent when it's driving? I mean, there's just so many little things in here. You go, this is just awful. Everybody bears a little bit of brunt, but no one should have been killed.
No, I tend to agree. So, was he stabbed one time?
No, I think it was more than once. I think they got into it and he got him a couple times.
Yeah, that'll probably do it. That'll probably do it.
They talked about showing the photos and the jury visibly wincing.
Yeah.
And of course you are when you see that.
Yeah.
Tragic.
All right. I'm going over to Game Day Men's Health today.
You got to get a little load up, a little high octane?
I'm gonna get my testosterone checked out, see where my levels are, see if I need a little bump.
A little high test?
A little, you know what I mean?
Lead in your pencil?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll find out. And, hey, there's no shame in it, man. You hit a certain age, maybe you're tired all the time, your energy's low. That's kind of what's going on with me. I'm having a hard time. I'm not getting great sleep. And I'm tired throughout the day. I'm a little foggy. I'm having a hard time locking in, particularly like I'm having a hard time focusing in at the gym. So I'm going to go see if this can help me out. And a lot of the times that's what it comes down to. Maybe I've got low testosterone. I'll find out today. But at Game Day Men's Health Alamo Ranch, they understand what you're dealing with, and they make the process easy. I'm going to go into the office today. I'm going to have a little snacky while I wait. I'm going to have a little drink while I wait. And then they're gonna come in. They're gonna do a testosterone test on the spot in their lab that they've got right there. That's free. And then I'm gonna meet with the provider, and he's gonna go over my results with me and say, hey, this is where you're at. This is where you could be. Or he's gonna tell me, hey, your testosterone is perfect. There's something else wrong. We'll figure that out. And if I do need a little bump, they can start me right there on the spot. That's the cool thing. And after a month, hopefully I'll be noticing more energy, a better mood, and a boost in libido, like Vic always talks about. Bang, bang. Yeah. We'll find out. Don't settle. Be the best version of yourself. 830-376-9100. That's 830-376-9100 for Game Day Health, Alamo Ranch.
All right, step up if you really know the Rangers. This It's your game on Rangers game day. Make your call in the morning huddles, Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two. Now we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the morning huddle and cash in with the morning huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinigle here for Window Nation. You know, it is June. Summer is here along with those hot summer days, and that means constant AC use and high energy bills. It is time to upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy-efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com to book that consultation.
Eczema, eczema, eczema. So many ads for eczema products. But those fancy TV ads don't mention that those prescription products can cost thousands of dollars. There's a smarter way. It's Exoderm for eczema and dermatitis. Exoderm costs less than $20. Yep, less than $20. You don't need a prescription, and it's available on the first aid aisle of your local store. Exoderm contains the #1 doctor-recommended ingredient in a clean, hypoallergenic cream with no harsh additives or nasty chemicals. Exoderm, fast, effective relief from the itching and inflammation of eczema. This stuff really does work. Take back control. Heal eczema flares with soothing Exoderm Flare Control Cream. It's on the first aid aisle of your local drugstore, supermarket, and at Target and Walmart too. Exoderm for eczema. Now that's smart.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and you know the Roof Hub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roof Hub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11, great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roof Hub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In college football news, a crazy story. Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby has been granted a temporary injunction by a Lubbock, Texas retired judge, clearing him to play for the season despite being declared ineligible by the NCAA for wagering on college sports up to $90,000 by his own admission. The NCAA said it would appeal the decision. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinigle. You're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
He asked a man for what he could spare with shame in his eyes.
What's this dude's name? Uncle Festus?
Everlast.
Everlast.
Yes. Formerly of House of Pain.
Hop.
Jump around. Jump around. All right. See what's going on in the world of Hollywood here.
Dude, movies are coming, brother. Have you seen all the previews during the Spurs games?
Oh, yes.
Oh, man, I got to make some reservations.
I think I've been convinced by commercials to go watch the Odyssey in IMAX.
It looks like pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I felt like I might need to make a reservation. When does the movie actually drop?
I don't know, but you want to go watch it in the IMAX?
I do.
I might go. Well, let's do that. Let's make a mandate.
Odyssey.
Release. What's the date on that bad boy?
Hey, let's see here. Oh, it's already showing.
What's the runtime on it?
It looks like, well, we got showings at 2 and then at 6.
Uh-oh, that's scary.
You better pack a lunch.
What are we talking? Do you see it? Does it say runtime?
Well, like I said, on the D box, the showings are 4 hours apart. I'm trying to find the actual runtime.
No. If it's over 3 hours.
Have you ever been to a movie where there was literally
it's 2 hours 52 minutes.
That's a 3-hour movie, bro.
I can handle 3. Anything over 3,
I tell you.
In the theater is too much for me.
If a sitcom can keep me entertained and create an entire beginning, middle, and end of a plot in 22 minutes,
yeah,
I think a good movie can go about an hour and a half.
This is like I
read the book.
This is an odyssey.
I know there's a lot of words in that book.
They probably cut a lot of stuff out of it to make it 2 hours and 52
They probably,
minutes.
given the nature of what they're doing, but if you cut a little, you can cut more. An hour and a half is all I need. And you think if I was a movie theater owner, like, do not send me 3-hour movies.
I want to roll them through.
I need to get more people in chairs. I need at least 3 more showings a day. So don't do that to me.
The only time I was trying to watch 3-hour movies was when I was in high school. The year I graduated high school, Titanic came out.
Yeah,
and I was trying to use it I was taking girls to Titanic to try to entice them into relations.
By putting them to sleep?
Well, it usually would work. That was a
Oh, you were using the plot as a.
I mean, I think gals would leave the theater a little.
Well, they were hoping you
riled
looked.
up.
Well, if they squinted real tight, you looked a little bit like Leo.
Oh yes.
They squinted. The lights went out, and you showed them the stick figure drawing you had made of them. Speaking of,
mind you, in high school I was a stick figure.
You could have drawn them. Before we talk movies, what do you think Wimby was drawing yesterday? Did you see the picture?
Didn't you say he was drawing statues?
He was sitting in front of a statue, and him and his sister were sitting and just sketching.
Yeah.
That's a very un-American, not that it's bad. Well, I don't know of any kid that I've ever been around that I've given some free time.
He's a weird dude. We know that. He's a different kind of cat.
The sensibilities are just, you know what, it worked. Go do it again.
Yeah.
But can you imagine your stud, your superstar? Where's Vic? He's sketching a statue in the park.
I'll take that over John Morant activities.
Oh, I certainly will.
Yeah.
But the Little Mermaid and David Robinson came to mind. I was like, oh, no, this is not a good look for him.
Whatever, man.
If he comes out soft again, this picture of him drawing pictures in the park before the game is going to go viral.
It would have been bad, but it didn't matter.
Hey, it worked.
Doesn't matter. All right, Hollywood news. Nick Reiner. You may know him as the son of Rob Reiner.
Oh, speaking of murder trials.
Yes, he is now fighting in court to get the inheritance left by his parents.
Good luck with that.
A new court petition shows he's fighting to get $750,000 of his $1.5 million trust as his legal bills are piling up.
Well, that's his lawyers trying to get the money, not him.
Now, I will say,
it's not that much money.
No, it's not. But I would also, I understand his perspective of it. So they set aside the trust from him, dictating he could get half the funds when he turned 30, the other half when he turns 35. He's now 32. He wants half the trust because he wants to pay his legal bills.
And he's not guilty of anything yet.
Exactly. I mean, now we know he's guilty, but by the lay of the law, he's not.
He doesn't give a damn about that money. He's going to jail no matter what. It's the lawyers going, how are we going to get paid?
The trustee of the funds is a lawyer named Paul Kanan, who's refused to hand over the funds, alleging unsubstantiated concerns about Nick's so-called competence to manage a trust. He hired Alan Jackson, who's a high-profile defense attorney, to represent him, but then he withdrew from the case when Kanan refused to hand over the money. So now Reiner's dealing with a public defender.
That's a surefire way to a long jail term.
It is.
Not that every public defender can. This is just a massive case.
Yeah, I feel it sounds crazy, to side with him in this because
he's not guilty of anything yet.
Exactly, but I know he killed his parents,
and I think
he wants the money that his parents had set aside for him. That sounds effed up, but the American justice system, the way it should work, is he should get that money,
and he should be able to pay for the best defense he can afford to pay. If the money's there, so yeah.
And if he's still dealing with these court proceedings when he's 35, he should get that money again. And if he's got to put that towards appeals, so be it.
He's going to go to a very deep and dark hole.
I got a
There's
feeling
no
you're
way
right.
he's walking scot-free. And he will die very near by the time that money is gone. So this is about the attorneys. This ain't about him.
The sheriff's department is investigating the suspected abduction of Nancy Guthrie.
Dude, this is going to go down as one of the weirdest stories of my
It really
life.
is. They've issued an alert for another kidnapping suspect wanted just a few miles away from her home in Arizona. The Pima County Sheriff Department put out a notice against Coral Michelle Smith, a 40-year-old career criminal wanted in a separate kidnapping case about 7 miles from Guthrie's house in the Catalina foothills. She's got an extensive criminal history, was allegedly involved in a kidnapping and assault with a deadly weapon case that occurred back in May at the intersection of River Road and La Chola in Tucson. And they think that they've called on the community to be on the lookout for her, but declined to release additional information about the incident. But they still have not found this woman. That is so fascinating.
I don't think they're ever going to find her.
I mean, she's got to be gone by
She's
now.
buried out in the desert somewhere.
Yeah.
They're going to find bones.
But then it's also like, well, what was the upside of it? What was the
I think
the play?
my guess is they were trying to kidnap her and she died early on, like died within an hour. They'd just gotten her tied up and she died, and everything went to hell. They drove to the desert and buried her and laid low.
That's entirely possible.
Yeah.
The Smith has previously been accused of kidnapping, assault, robbery, and disorderly conduct. She served 4 different stints in prison. She was found guilty of robbery in 2011, guilty of disorderly conduct and attempted vehicle theft in 2014, robbery in 2019, criminal trespass in 2021.
Seems too easy.
You know
what I mean? She's not very good at it, first of all.
No, she's not a
So
very
why
good
would you try
criminal.
to kidnap someone of fame where the FBI will come down hard?
Yeah.
I just can't imagine that this is in the end the one that did it.
I have a hard time picturing it as well, but that's what they're saying
Can
for
you
now.
imagine? Absolutely nuts. What if she comes back and she's alive someplace?
That would be crazy. How old was she? 91 or
She's
something
up
like
there.
that?
Yeah, this is one of those stories that we're going to watch on, who is it, Leonard Nimoy, Unsolved Mysteries, about 15 years.
I also don't know that, I guess it's, I suppose if you kidnap a 91-year-old, they're less likely to put up much of a fight.
I think there's a lot of money there.
The sad way to say it is, they've got an expiration date. And 91-year-olds come with a lot of problems. Incontinence is one of them. And if I'm a kidnapper, the last thing I want is my kidnapping victim to be in the backseat peeing their pants or pooping their pants everywhere we go.
Get
or
yourself a torta.
I got to get my medicines. Blah blah blah. I need to watch my stories. It's too much to tolerate.
No, just
completely agree with all that.
why don't you just kidnap a torta and just drive through Taco Bell? You'll be fine for a little bit.
You got to have somebody willing to pay for her. You keep
I
her.
will.
Food bill alone.
Yeah. I got some coupons.
Yeah, Vic's got Whataburger points.
Yeah, Whataburger points. Keep her.
Yeah,
I'm holding a
Whataburger
ransom
points.
for 5,000 Whataburger points.
AJ's son's got Taco Bell points.
Oh, yes. Hey, do you remember a couple years ago we were talking about who's going to be the next James Bond?
I know that they have.
Oh, was it Idris?
Yeah, he was like he was like a real contender. It ended up not happening, and he's come out now and he's talked about why he did not get that role, and he's refuted rumors that he was seriously in contention to play it anyway. He's 53 years old. He's currently promoting Masters of the Universe, which apparently he is in. I didn't know he was in. That's kind of a misstep on their part.
Yeah.
It's a misstep on their part to not promote him as part of it. That's odd to me. But he said, I've always felt that it's not a realistic thing. James Bond was written how he was for a reason, but I was complimented by it, and I also think in realistic terms, some markets just don't go for that.
Oh.
Bond is big all over the world, and audiences won't all go for a black male, an African male playing Bond.
Wow.
That's not what they like in their culture, period.
You got to be kidding.
I don't know. I guess I wouldn't care if James Bond was a black guy.
I wouldn't. In this day and age, no. No.
To me, it would all be Roger Moore.
For me, it's Sean Connery. To me, Sean Connery was James Bond.
I think Roger Moore and Sean Connery both have a good claim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think Daniel Craig was a great
spectacular
Bond.
Oh, yeah.
But I have accepted the fact that it's a transient character.
Yeah, he can't be the same. I mean, he's like, we're on number whoever the next one is going to be number 7.
Right. So when I was a kid, when I didn't understand that, it was Sean Connery. And when they went to, what was this, Timothy, whatever, when they changed to him, I thought, well, this doesn't work.
Tim Dalton.
Yeah, but after about the third one, I go, yeah, I get it.
Was Roger Moore the third? Because that's when I remember.
I think Roger was the second.
Okay.
I think
that's just what I remember.
I think he was the second, and then Sean.
The one with the octopus?
Yeah, Octopussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, I think Roger Moore was second, and then Sean Connery. No, I think
George Lazenby. George
Lazenby was number 1.
Yep.
And then I think it was Moore second, and then Connery, or was it Connery then Moore?
It was, I think it was Sean Connery first. Then there's some guy I can't remember his name. That was going to be George Lazenby ended up getting the role.
He was the first one.
But who was the guy that played in the first Casino Royale?
Pierce Brosnan?
No.
Timothy Dalton?
No, I'm talking about in the 60s Casino Royale.
Either Craig or Moore.
But it was George Lazenby, then it was Roger Moore, was like in the 70s into the 80s. And then Timothy Dalton was the 80s into the 90s. Then it was Pierce Brosnan, and then Daniel Craig. But there was one guy who just did one movie.
Here's the order of appearance. Sean Connery from 62 to 67, 71 to 83. Lazenby did 69. Then Roger Moore was 73 to 85. Timothy Dalton was 87 to 89. Brosnan was 95 to 2002. And Craig was 2006 to 2021. Now, there was a guy named Barry Nelson that played James Bond back in the late 50s. And David Niven also played Bond.
David Niven is the guy.
In a satirical Casino Royale film. So it was kind of like Bond, but not really.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So it goes Connery, Lazenby, Moore, Dalton, Brosnan, and then Daniel Craig. Yeah. Timothy Dalton is goofy looking. He was not supposed to be. He's not very good.
He was the 80s kind of flash and dash version.
I thought they were trying to do like a dark version, like a Dirty Harry kind of version. It just wasn't very good to me.
I think when they, the origin story, when they had Daniel Craig in a couple of those, I kind of appreciated that. But also, again, I felt transient. I knew that he was going to be switched out, and I thought that Idris would have been a good pick. Because he does have the gravitas to play that role.
But I don't mind. I think the world is ready for a black James Bond.
Yeah,
I'm okay with this. Now, an Asian James Bond, could we handle that? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
My question is, in real life, and this is just one of if you're a secret agent and you're trying to blend in Moscow and you're black, it just seems like it would be very difficult to do.
That is true.
Just like in the just the nuts and bolts of being a spy.
But if you're
there are certain places you just can't go.
But what if you're a secret agent in South Africa?
You're born for it, exactly. But I just always felt like there are places that you just can't do it because you just don't look like the rest of us.
That's true. Like I would be a bad secret agent in Panama.
Yeah, people would pick you out of nowhere, so you just could never be assigned there. So you'd have to have your proper assignment so you could do your job.
That's right. That's what Vic's not allowed in Vermont. Not allowed in the state of Vermont or New Hampshire.
Unless you're there to clean or pick.
Yes.
No, nothing. I can't afford gas to go up there.
No, it's too far. Yeah, it's too
far.
far.
Plane ticket's too much.
Too far. All right, let's take our last break of the day, friends. And when we return, we'll take a look at the daily lines. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I told my buyers, let's get them bought. Right now is the time to go. GiveMeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer, paying top dollar for your car, truck, sports car, exotic. What are you waiting for? We want to buy your car right now. Find out why thousands of satisfied customers across the United States put more money in their pocket by going to GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Healthy vision is about more than seeing clearly. It's about going beyond. From comprehensive eye care with the latest technology to advanced vision solutions that provide deep insights into your overall health. And with doctors who build lasting relationships founded on trust, ensuring that every detail is taken care of. I choose Vision Source to never miss out on life's precious moments. Vision Source, beyond your eyes.
An accident or injury can derail your life in an instant, leaving you struggling to pay for medical bills and daily expenses. At Thomas J. Henry, we believe every Texan deserves justice, no matter their financial situation. That's why we offer our no-win, no-fee promise. You don't pay us unless we win your case. We know how difficult recovering from an accident can be. Let us handle your case while you focus on getting better. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
Coaches, dads, moms, working parents. Ever try taking a work call while the kids are running wild through the house? There's finally a better way to work and parent. Introducing Co-Play Cove, San Antonio's first co-working plus childcare experience designed for modern families. Grab coffee, answer emails, take meetings, or just breathe for a minute while your child safely learns and plays nearby. Learn more now at Co-Play Cove and visit the events page today for upcoming Father's Day activities.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQ Bar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ Bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 9 plant protein bars, 8 hydration mixes, and 4 mushroom coffee sticks. And now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
When you tell someone what team you cheer for, do they apologize? Does your first childhood memory involve crying on a Jumbotron? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected from things like fire damage caused by violently unplugging the TV. Or an accidental overhand left to the drywall. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Dave Ramsey here. The only water softener I recommend is a quality water softener from Connecticut. It really is the last water softener you'll ever own.
ConnecticutSA.com.
And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, all the reaction from Game 3 of the NBA Finals. In fact, we will head to New York. Jeff McDonald of the San Antonio Express News will break down everything that happened in Game 3, and we'll start looking ahead to Game 4. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Big day for the Golden Knights.
Dude, you're riding on a roller coaster, man.
I am, man. It's been 2 good nights in a row, two good games in a row. Hopefully, after I had the 3 dick punches in a row, now I can get 3 good ones in a row.
Yeah.
Golden Knights hosting the Carolina Hurricanes. Up 2-1 in the series are the Knights. The Hurricanes -115 favorites tonight. Total is 5.5. Every game's gone well over.
Is every playoff game 5.5?
Usually. Yeah, usually. It's about standard. But, man, it's hard to want to in the first period of the game on Saturday was the first period of the final that the Knights didn't score a goal in, and then they followed that up by scoring 4 in the next period. So I thought this was going to be an under series. I have a hard time imagining that this goes under 5.5 goals, just the way this series has gone.
The way that Vegas plays, I'm surprised there has been as many goals scored as there has.
Well,
you know, the seeing eye shots from Carolina have been ridiculous because the defense that Vegas has been playing by my less than skilled eye has been pretty impressive. I mean, they're tough they're tough in the crease.
I feel like Vegas has outplayed them.
They have.
It's unfortunate it's a 2-1, and really it's one missed call away from maybe being 3-0, and then looking at a sweep here, which make an excuse all you want, but I'm not blaming the referees. I just think it was a missed call. But the fact that they should be up 3-0 makes me feel like they are the right side here. So hopefully, but they've not been favored yet in a single game. Even at home, they're not favored. So the market seems to think Carolina is just a better team. So I might just be wrong on this. I might be viewing, like you say, you're viewing it with an untrained eye. I might have a biased eye on this. But I like Vegas to win tonight. I like them to win the series actually in 5. So game 4 tomorrow in the NBA. Knicks 2.5-point favorites, total 216.5.
I get the sense that there's going to be some late money coming on the Knicks.
You think so?
Yeah.
I kind of think so too. Got down to 2 for a little bit yesterday. Popped back to 2.5. I would expect that it's probably going to be Knicks -3 by the time it goes off.
So if you're comfortable with 2.5, this is the time to do it because it's not going to stay there.
And if you like the Spurs, wait around. I think because I think you will get a full possession there. Major League Baseball. The Mariners are in Baltimore taking on the O's. That's -110 both ways. Logan Gilbert on the mound for the Mariners. Garrett Cole towing it for the Yankees. They are in Cleveland taking on the Guardians. Yankees -125. Dodgers at the Pirates. This is a -110 both ways. That tells you one thing. It's Paul Skeens Day if the Pirates are equal with the Dodgers. And Eric Lauer, who is an AI pitcher, a made-up person, a robot, is pitching for the Dodgers. But they're -110 both ways there. Diamondbacks at the Marlins. Marlins -130. Twins are in Detroit. Detroit -130. Tampa -110 hosting Boston. Rangers -120 at the Royals, and the Stros, K-Wei Tang -125 at the Angels. All right, Blitz comes up at 2. Hear all the reaction to Game 3. They may be excited about it. We'll be back tomorrow, do it all over again. Go Knights, go! Go Spurs, go!
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star is KTFM Floresville and streaming online at sasportstar.com.